Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Shadow. I'm just setting up. I'm still loading in. I can go live, though. I was sharing the link on the Discord in this promotion tab. I've got a lot to do today. It's all going to be farming, unfortunately. A lot of farming today. That is not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, thank you. Hi, Endless Reaper. Good morning, Ohm. I know what I'm missing. There we go. Hey, Trevor. I don't have to be sorry. Come on. Everybody's welcome here. Come and go as they please. All right, first I have to go up to the farmer's market to see if anything's sold. You know, I'm still not sure. I'm weighing the pros and cons. I will say, guaranteeingly, Bucket won the debate last night, right? But Bucket's not running for mayor. So if I had to say Seth or Dan who won the debate, I would have to say Seth. How many are in city? There's 14. I'd have to say Seth won the debate because Bucket is not running for mayor. Well, he's not even vice mayor. But the best performance last night was from Bucket. I don't know. I'm probably not going to vote today. I'll probably get asked a couple more questions. But honestly, I think Dan's going to win. Not because, like, his positions are better. Not because he has Bucket with him. But, you know, the current government people have a big problem with. And unfortunately, Seth is part of that. You know what? I went to the wrong place. If I need to go to the farmer's market, I should have went to Roxwood. But, hi, Neil. I'm not sure, like, if After Party had RJ as mayor and Seth Mack deputy, Bucket might... Yeah. Like, Mac is my main concern. Hey, Squeeze. Mac is my main concern. Mac is a business person. I know she does the business aspect of Bob's. She's run that place very well, and I think she could do good for the city. But Bucket might be a numbers guy. I know everybody is like, Bucket's the numbers guy, but being a numbers guy does not translate into doing a good job for the government, because there's a lot of numbers. Like, I'm not letting, like, I'm gonna vote. Arya is gonna vote how I want to vote, okay? So, the problem I have with any person Arya has in city, that's not gonna be taken into account for voting for mayor. I want the best person for the job. You know, even if I had to vote for a team of Lester and Leroy, if I thought they would be the best people, I would vote for them. All right, let's go see if anything's sold. I'll have money to collect if anything's sold. I don't. So, okay, I have tortilla. I need to check off the things I have in here. There we go. I wasn't getting my little cursor. Okay. Check. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tortilla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food oil. Oh, I didn't put oil. Look at that. I missed one last night. I think I missed it because I knew I'd already put it in there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mustard and 5 egg. Mustard and egg. So bread, I only have 40, so I'm going to write that down. Okay, so a couple of these things are gonna be real easy to get. Real easy, because they're like right around the corner from me. The chicken is right around the corner from me. The sugar's right around the corner. I don't know. I might put like 20 milk. Hi, Grandpa. My oldest son better be keeping it wrapped up. Yep. That's one thing my father told me. If you have a little boy, you have to worry about one thing. If you have a little girl, you have to worry about a lot of little things. No, I don't own the market, but they put it in for the farmers and the restaurants to interact with. So if there's no other farmer online. So say I can't do it. Say I'm busy doing something else and I can't pick up an order. They can go to the farmer's market and buy the products there. And I'm putting them for the same price I would sell them for. I didn't go up on I could have went up to $20 instead of $15. They took the locals out. Because they have no choice now. But I'm gonna be fair. You know, Yvette's been nice to me. Sean's been nice to me. Bob has been nice to me. You know, Mac is always nice to me. Even Snowy and Chris have been nice to me. But Snowy and Chris, they own a farm, so they don't get anything from any other farm. So last night during the debate, hi, Mr. Moonchips, by the way. Last night at the debate, Fox was walking around asking, is there any questions we want to ask? Candidates, but we don't have time to. So I asked them about what if a restaurant buys a farm and then ignores all the other farms? Because my fear is that, like, let's say I'll use Teabag and Harmony Sean as an example. Say they're like, this isn't worth it, or I can't come in, or I'm going to be gone for a while. What if they sell the farm to Bob? And then what if Sean up in Harmony sells his farm to Yvette? Then me, Rodney, and Riley, we can't do anything. We literally can't do anything because they won't meet us. And it would ruin the farms. That's my weird thought. Because, like, the tax write-off, and I hope, I don't want to be the one to tell the government that Snowy owns his own farm, that Chris Williams owns their own farm. So if they're getting tax write-offs on the ingredients they're getting, they're doing tax fraud. Because, you know, they're not buying the products, they're just moving them from one property to another. But since they're not paying money for them, I don't think they're doing that. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Alright, what do I already have that I can bring up there? Okay, I have the bread. I need 60 bread. I'd need... Do I have coffee beans? I do, okay. I have a food oil up there already. They don't need flour, they don't need milk. I have mustard, I have tortilla. Okay, all of my, wheat. No, it hasn't. Why is this not working? Like, it says output, I need to put wheat plant in to get wheat powder. It says I have no wheat plant. I have 400 of them. Oh, the machine's broke, I bet. Yep, that's what it is. I'm like, what is it? And then now I understand. Yeah, okay, let's repair the machines. It didn't hit me last night. I needed sleep. I was so tired last night. I even made a post. Honestly, I think Dance Party will be the best choice because all their members are active. You're right about that. Like, that was my big thing. Who was Casey voting for? Casey's gonna definitely vote for Seth. Definitely, because he's a corporate government man. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know who's best for the city. That's my problem. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you know, bucket, 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 bucket. My whole thing is, what happens if he gets caught up with the boy? And we need him for the city, but he can't because he's robbing a jewelry store. You know, so I gotta weigh everything, and I'm that kind of person, y'all. I'm sorry. I weigh everything. You know, Dan, Hatchie, Bucket, and Lexi. I mean, if you had to classify them, you could classify them as either ex-cons or criminals. Seth, RJ, and Mac are not criminals. That's another thing with Arya. She's crime-free is the way to be kind of person. Like, I take into everything. That's why I sat at the debate. The first debate, I did not take seriously, I will admit. I went there, I sat there for like 20 minutes, and then, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do, but it works. Okay, LOL, Casey isn't sure. He missed the debate, so he'll have to start talking to people to figure out what the F is going on. Yep. There were a couple of things. Yes, no, you get 1 vote per character, so Sierra could go vote too. And she will. Sierra will vote. Ever since I turned, I'd say probably 22, I've never missed an election in my life. The first few years, I believed, you know, my vote doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't voting, but then I realized, you know what? I have a voice, and voting is a way, albeit smallly, to have it heard. So I vote in a lot of local elections. Because you can influence your local politics. Global politics, like president, Congress, and all that, it's a lot harder. But your local town, you can actually influence politics. I worked with about, I'd say, 100 other people, and we got a horrible law overturned. Because it was going to punish people, let me say, if you did a crime, and let me see, basically it overcharged for bail. Like it instead of having, like, you know, the judge goes, your bond is set at blah, so the judge would save it. But then they had a law that basically tacked on a percentage-based fee for no reason. But it was a way to raise money, right? It was a way for the city to raise money to pay for teacher raises, fire department, even though that money never showed up. The teachers never got a raise. The fire department's benefits got cut. So we worked with a team and got that law overturned because it was basically the city just stealing that money to put back into their little projects. We pointed out that in our city's budget, the taxpayers were on the hook for the mayor, the deputy mayor, and 3 or 4 of the local city people's lawn care was in the bill that we had to pay to upkeep their lawns. See, stuff like that, you can affect that. You know? And an effect at the local level will reach a statewide level because they will see what's going on. They'll be like, well, wait a minute, you said this. We never saw an upkeep in money. Your stuff said the same. The person who put the law in for the lawn care actually got disbarred as a lawyer. And I don't think he got kicked out. But he can't run again. He got censored. That's it. No money could be used for his campaign, and he couldn't run for re-election because of that. You can have an effect. So I don't want someone who's bad for the city. I still have those eggs. Still have that milk. How much have they gone down? Oh, wow. I've had them all since that debate. They didn't really drop down much at all. I expected a little more. Let's put those back in there. Did I have eggs up there? Yes, I did. Okay. I only gave away like 5 milk last night, but they took my eggs. If I wouldn't have started giving them away beforehand, I don't think they would have took them. They'd have been like, we have eggs. I'd be like, oh, I was farming. And then I could pass them out in there. But I was dumb. Okay, so the chicken needs to be processed. Here's what I did last night. Here's my blonde moment, okay? My blonde moment, and it can only be called a blonde moment. The chicken turns into what's called raw chicken, okay? Right here, one chicken makes one raw chicken. I saw the raw chicken going up and the chicken going down. In my mind, I worked out reverse. That raw chicken would become chicken. So I sent him an email saying my chicken machine was working backwards. Then, like 5 minutes later, I realized what I did. So I wrote him back saying, ignore me. Close the message. In fact, let's see if they close that message. They have. Okay, good. They did close the message. I had a total blonde moment. Or as I like to call it, I had a green-haired moment. Okay, they don't need flour. They don't need cream. They do need cheese. Do I have cheese ready to go? No, I need to start making that. I need to make, I think 300 cheese is what I needed. What is it? Is it 1 for 1 or 1 for 5? 1 for 1. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I have 300 of the ingredients. Nope, I have 290. So we're making 290 cheese. That's going to take a while. That's going to take all day. That's going to take probably longer than all day. Okay, I don't need food oil. I don't need mustard. I do actually need to make some more mustard for me. I have it at the trade market, but I need some in case they call and be like, yeah, I have mustard. There's going to be a lot of fabrications today. Okay, so let's go put this in. I have plenty of stock, and I will be lowering stock as I take stuff out. Oh, that's wrong. Let's be on that side. All right. Salt does, see what it did? I put 90 to take because I had 100, but it took from one of the hundreds instead of the 90. It does that a lot. So I have to go in here and combine them. But that's a small, who cares thing. You know? Doesn't matter. Cream comes from milk. So, I mean, I guess I could make 10 cream real quickly. That wouldn't be hard at all. I put 10. That was my fault. Okay, and I need yeast. I need 290. You know, I'm gonna put 300 in. I'm gonna make 300 cheese. 1, 2, 3. That's another way they could have did the alcohol. They could have made the yeast machine like need more to make yeast, like 3 to 1 or something like that. Because yeast is used in every alcohol. Oh, that's right. You can't put 300. You have to put 100 at a time. Ready to vote? I don't know who I'm voting for. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, this person clearly won, which is true. But that person that clearly won is not running for mayor. If Bucket would have been deputy mayor, then I could be like, okay, I can get behind that party. But this is Dan and Lexi, you know, versus Seth and RJ. Plus, for those of y'all who don't know, for those of y'all who weren't watching, RJ has a crush on Arya. So, I am not saying no. I want to see where it goes. I don't turn down an opportunity. I was in another city, and I was asked out by a player, and I didn't think anything of it. You know, I was like, I wasn't looking for it, but it turned out to be some of the best RP I'd ever done. So, I'm definitely not saying no. All right, flour, if I need more yeast. No, I have the bread. So I need to make more tortilla. I need at least 100 tortilla for me. I like it better here because I don't have to scroll this far. I don't need bottles. Bread I'm good on. Cheese I'm making. Chicken I'm making. I could make tin cream, go get the salt. Bucket has a huge business mindset. I get that. But Mr. One and Only, so does Mac. Mac has a great business acumen. The one difference between Bucket and Mac, though, is Bucket is a by the numbers guy, right? He wants to maximize, I'm not going to say maximize profit, but he wants to get the most out of everything he can. Okay? Mac's the same way, but she cares. I don't think Bucket cares, not like cares for people or all that, but Bucket's all numbers all the time. Mac cares about it when, you know, the people working with her. That's the key. If now it's Bucket versus Mac. That is a hard decision for me. Now, Seth versus Dan. If I didn't believe Dan should be the mayor, I would not have went for his expungements. So Dan wins versus Seth. RJ versus Lexi. RJ destroyed Lexi because Lexi barely talked. You know, Lexi only answered twice, maybe 3 times. RJ was on the mic for a good bit. So there's Hatchie, and Seth has no one for Hatchie, you know. He has no 4th person. But so it would be if Mac's in the city a lot, though. She's not around like doing stuff. She's always at Bob's. She's in the city more than people know. I get calls from her at least 5 times a week asking for stuff. I get availability is one of the things I'm going with too, though. I'm just gonna call you grown. I am. That's one of the things too, and Dan's party wins on availability. But I'm weighing everything. Like I'm that person. My decision making is weighed on a lot of stuff. Y'all are gonna groan, but I'm the kind of person who never knows where they want to eat. Because I'm weighing like, this sounds good, but this sounds good. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm that kind of person. All right, so let's see. But one of the things they can do for the alcohol, if they ever have to balance it again, is the fermenting machine. Make it take like 2 to 3, you know, of this. Because everything, even this, takes yeast. So if people are like, say, Bucket Still's churning out millions of dollars of alcohol, they can up this or even this. I don't know if I would say up this because then if they mess with the grain mill, it affects the flour mill. And the flour mill has nothing to do with alcohol. But yeah, so if they needed another balance, they can just take this and increase, like, 5 wheat powder, 5 crate, make 1 yeast. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm gut reaction. I think I know who I'm voting for, but gut reaction. I'm not gonna share it. I'll vote on stream. By the way, y'all will see who I vote for. Hi, Mono. Mano. I'm not gonna say Mono because that's a bad thing. Mano. Hi, Mano. But y'all will see who I vote for. I'm not gonna vote for anyone. Sierra might vote off stream, but Arya definitely will do it on stream. All right, what was I doing? Oh, I was making cheese. Okay, I have no issues with the bread, so I can check bread off. I need to take 60 of it and go up. The problem with the farmer's market we found out yesterday is that only the owner of the restaurant can access it. So only Yvette, Bob, and Snowy have access to the farmer's market. The employees do not. That needs to be addressed. Like, managers should have access to the farmer's market. In case, like, say, because Bob can't be open right now because they got no food. Yet I have enough to make burgers and hot dogs at the farmer's market. Well, they can't do it unless Bob is in the city. Matt can't do it, you know? they need to address that, and I'm going to address that with Seth today. Because technically Seth's the government right now. Like, Ryan's not here. Gary Callahan is here, but he's not really. But exactly. Exactly, Mano. She's like when Havoc does Judge Murphy, it's because he's doing dev work. You know, he doesn't have to be focused on, he could just listen. He doesn't have to be, like, in the moment. But I mean, if it's Mac versus Bucket, I have to give it to Mac. I'm sorry. This isn't like a solidarity thing. This is just Mac, in my opinion, cares more about it. And I might be wrong. I might be dead wrong. Bucket might be, like, so locked in. But, you know, Dan versus Seth, it's gonna be Dan. Because I don't kind of like the way the government's being run right now. And Seth is a major part of that. Lexi versus RJ? I know RJ. I've talked to him. I've not talked to Lexi at all. So, that's kind of my fault too, though, by the way, with the Lexi thing. I'm not blaming her at all. I'm always out in the country or in Roxwood. She's in the city. You know, it's just we don't hang in the same areas or circles, so it's not her fault that we don't talk. You know? She used to mine, and I would say hi to her there. But, they don't have a Hatchie, though. That's the thing. If they had a fourth party member that would do what Hatchie's doing, then I'd be like, As it stands, I like more people in Dan's party. But if I based my vote on who I like, right? Then I would vote for Wolfenstein again. Because he's not done anything wrong to me. He's only helped me by buying my alcohol and making my farm semi-profitable. You know, so I'm trying not... What? Oh, I already have food oil. Good, I could just make mustard then. Should I make 200 mustard? No, I should make 140. Well, yeah, it kinda... Well... Let me put it this way, too. Ooh, I need to sweep the floor today. I should have did it. It's now daylight and I can see the floor. I couldn't see the floor at nighttime when I was doing all my chores. But, Seth came prepared. RJ came prepared. Matt came prepared. Bucket came prepared. Hatchie came prepared. You see what I mean? It seemed like Lexi and Dan were just kind of up there on the fly of their pants. And when I say Hatchie came prepared, I think it's because she knew she really wasn't gonna be called that much. Like, it wasn't gonna... But, Ty was presenting some... Ty, actually, was one of the best people on there because she was asking him questions. EMS is a little fed up right now. They're getting paid less than the police. And that's because whenever they raise someone up, they get money. But it's not that much money. You know, PD are about to start getting free apartments. You know? I heard that Bucket was talking more than Dan. Dan started off, okay? Dan started off strong. He was answering questions, and when the question was pertaining to his other party members, he would let them go up and talk. But toward the middle of it, yeah, Bucket kind of took over. And then Bucket got frustrated. You could hear it in his voice. You can hear that he was, yeah, Seth, there your take, Todd. My whole thing was, Dan, not Mayor Dan, Police Commissioner Dan, did something so wrong last night that I took offense to it. He walked up to make a comment, to ask a question. Basically, his question was, all of you have done crime in your life. What's to prevent you from falling back into that life? Which is a valid question. But then when he walked up and goes, I have a question for the shadow government up there. Don't start your question with an attack. There was no need for it. It demeaned him, and it made his question, in my mind, not even worth considering. Because if you want to start your line of questioning by poking fun or trying to attack the person you're questioning, that shows me more about you than it shows me about your question. I wanted to say something to him, but at the moment I was like, yeah, Rodney took offense too. Yep. 100%. Yep. That's another thing, the sealed records. Yep. And then they said they're not sealed, it's public. Well, then how come I have to get a piece of paper to go find out someone's last arrest date? You know? If it's public record, then when I call the police and ask them, hey, I need to know when this person was arrested last. If it's public record, they should tell me. It's not public record. Because I have to get a piece of paper saying, hey, this guy gives me permission to get his record. And I'm not even asking for his record. I'm just asking for his last date of arrest. For an expungement case, of course. I'm not doing it just to find out. He's talking, he needs to find out when the 30 days. He doesn't have the 30 days yet, but he's wanting to know when. Exactly, yeah, why do people need papers to get their public records? Yep, exactly. 100%. You can't say that as a commissioner. Like, if Owen or Franks would have said it, it could have been like, oh, well, they were told wrong. Hi, Blackhawks. But when a commissioner says it, that's a bad look. Because now I can go up to any cop this morning and be like, yeah, I need to know when his last arrest date was. Oh, we need a piece of paper. Well, no, your commissioner said yesterday that it's public record. And I can prove he said that. So, which one is it? I know which one it is. It's I need the piece of paper, you know. I know. But, yeah, the gang thing, you're right about that. Gangs, there are technically... But here's the problem, though. The problem is that he's running with the same people that was in the gang. So while their gangs aren't technically a thing in this city, they are. Right? They are. But they're not, established gangs. That's the word. I was thinking affiliated, but that's wrong. That would be Bob. See, Bob's going to be labeled gang affiliate because he was part of the boys. But he's not anymore. But he'll still be referred to as, well, you used to run with them, you're affiliated. Which shouldn't be a thing. Okay, I need to get started on this. So I don't even have the cheese machine going, do I? No. Okay. It's how it is, but it leads to some interesting scenarios. I will say that. But if somebody put a gun to my head right now and said, you need to vote right now, I probably would vote for Dan. I'm not gonna lie. But Harry was. There was a few times I can see Black Hawk, but for the most part, I will say Harry did a good job. Yeah, I will say that Harry did a good job at the debate. I will give him his flowers when due. Okay, how much flour do I actually... Speaking of flowers, how much flour do I actually need? So I need enough to make 40 or 60 bread to replace this. So that's 60 would be 8 flour. No, 12 flour. I need to make... I'm going to keep 100 tortilla. I'll keep just 100 of them. You know what? I'm just going to keep the 100 bread, too. So I don't need to make bread. What else do I need flour for if it's not bread? I don't need it for cheese. What all do I need to make today? Cheese. Oh, that's it? Okay, so we'll just turn the... But I technically don't need flour at all. How much flour did I make? 239? You know what? I'm good with that. I'll just take out the 239. Okay, so the rest of the wheat plant is gonna be turned into... Let me put this up, though, so it's not in my pocket, so I don't drop it by mistake. Okay, so... I need to go get some more cream, which is milk. And I need to pick up salt, which is by Ralph's Foundry. And the reason I'm picking up yeast is not to make alcohol, but because it is part of cheese. Plus alcohol. Yeah, that was one thing that I said in last night when I was online or when I was streaming. That's what Harry did. The first election or the first debate, Harry answered every question for everyone. He didn't let the other people speak. So I was wondering if that was Seth. But then what I think was happening, Mac might have been having head issues because she head popped at one point. And she might have been doing other things. Harry was not impartial. That's why he's investigating Bucket. Well, here's the thing, though, right? Azoros, I get it. But Bucket has been doing crimes. Seth hasn't. I mean, if Seth was doing crimes, they would be investigating him as well. It comes down to, do I believe the police railroaded Bucket? Yes, I do. Do I believe what they did was wrong? Yes, I do. I don't know if my PC could handle it, Black Hawk. I'm gonna be honest. I'm running a pre-built system I bought out of a box store, okay? I bought from Sam's. It's my first computer in a, really long time. In fact, I need to, do it right now. What I need to do is turn it off, take it from where it is, and clean it. I haven't cleaned it in about 2 months. I work at Sam's. I did too. For 2 years, I sold cell phones before they turned it and then Sam's used to sell cell phones, but then now just they let the carrier come in and have the space. Like T-Mobile is at one, AT&T's at another, but we used to sell all of them. But Mac is married to Opie. I know, but except after the class action lawsuit and Opie's lawsuit, Seth should be charged with corruption. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know that Delinson. I want to say delusion. My mind just instantly corrects it, but Delinson. If Dan gets to be mayor, I think the police are gonna have a very, very different experience than when Harry is. I think they're gonna start holding them. What are you doing for mad fun? Time to do something stupid. See, being illegal, you can't. Y'all would laugh if I told y'all what I did for fun in my personal life. Y'all would laugh. Now remember my job, though. Like 75% of the people I know are 80 and above. So, y'all would laugh. But, I crochet. I make little things out of yarn. Yeah, I mean, it's peaceful. And you put on TV, and you just sit there, and it's just so peaceful, and it's so relaxing. It's like my friend fixes watches. And he'll put a blanket, like a little sheet of cloth out. And he'll take tweezers and take every piece and line them up till he finds what's broke. And, that's what he does. Why isn't... Okay, hold on. YOZ Sigma, I'm not seeing your messages. I see it on my screen, but not on my chat. Why am I not seeing him on chat? Let me see something real quickly. Let me take, I don't have participants. I don't even have you on as participant. What is going on? Okay, I see the Legion just made one. Oh, okay. You can create some really... I have a cupcake. It's a cupcake with a strawberry on top, and it's got a little smiley face. It's sitting right where I can see it. It's one of the best things I ever got. I remember the day I just had an idea. I saw something online, and I said, I can make that. And I'm looking at it right now. Like, it's sitting on my computer desk. All right, so I made a cheese machine. Did I turn it on? Yes, I did. Okay. I need to figure out why CVMA. Why aren't you showing up? So I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm going to settings to see something. There's only one reason or two reasons you wouldn't be showing up. So I'm looking at it right now. Let me see. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Look at that. Wait. Am I in the right one? Hold on. Yes. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. It might be under settings. Let's see. No, that's where I was. Why isn't his chat showing up? There's only two reasons that you wouldn't be showing up, and number one is you're blocked, which I don't think I've blocked anyone on YouTube. Or number two, you would be timed out, but I see your message. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna write that down real quickly. Why is people's messages not showing up? Yeah, I don't have anyone blocked. I just looked at my block list of people. There's no one. It's empty. It says like add. Do you have the top of chat set to live chat or top chat? Oh, look at you, smart. Yep, there it is. That's what it is. I wonder how many chats I've missed. Oh my lord. What's the difference? Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. Live chat, fan funding. No, I'm not gonna do fan funding. That'd be dumb. Okay, that's probably it. Thank you so much, Delinson. Thank you, because I was like, it's that would have bothered me all day. Why can't people? I wanna talk to all of y'all. My automated crossbody bag with hair scrunchies crocheting is working on a California king size blanket. Ooh, yeah. That would be a big California king. I've had one of those beds. Those things are big. Good luck. Okay. Now, what am I doing? Okay, what do I need the water crate for? I'm not making bread, so I don't need it for bread. I don't need it for cheese. So I guess I'm gonna make yeast with the water. I don't know what I originally had the water in here for. Okay, well, we're gonna turn the yeast machine on. Okay, so now I got that. The chicken machine's running. Yep, we have raw chicken. Okay, so that's running. We're not doing the bread or the tortilla. The cheese machine's running. The mustard's not needed, and the oil's not needed. Okay, so I can delete that message. I have on my phone, I have it open to my notes. And I have a note with everything in Redline. And I mean, it is like a long one that I'm having to start deleting stuff. You're welcome. Thank you. It is an odd setting. I think it always defaults to top. Oh, okay. You know, I do not. No cod pieces. Okay, so we're gonna start picking up the vegetables. I'm gonna get the sugar first, since it's right around the corner. Yep, I didn't turn on my farm yesterday. That's what I need. Let me do that real quick. All the farms that need to be turned on, are they on? Pepper Farm. Pepper Farm's broke. I'm not repairing that one until the pepper sells. This is not turned on. Alright, there we go. Let's go pick up the sugar real quick. Everything that's like right around the corner, I'm gonna go get. Which I think it's just sugar, because eggs I already have up there. Milk, I'm not selling up there. Oh, okay, I saw something else pop up. I was like, what is that? But you have started the job to transfer product. Let's see. Yeah, I have not had to put gas in this. I have an infinite gas tank now, which I did not report that. I need to report that today. Because that will be power gaming 100%. If I do this for months and I don't have to put gas in it, you know, that's because I'd be, you know, you're not supposed to be able to do that. I'm kind of hoping other people will report it as well. Because I know Bucket, I see him doing farm stuff all the time now in the farm truck. Having bought the chicken machine, I think I'm going full-on farming, and alcohol is going to be secondary. Alcohol is going to be for when I need to get money. My stream is behind. Like, I really need to figure out, because, like, I was watching Joey yesterday for a bit, and he's like, all right, Chatty, you know, 94 likes, let's get the other ones. I don't know how to see what likes I have. Like, unless I actually watch from YouTube, not my dashboard on YouTube, but I actually pull up my video and then keep refreshing it. There's gotta be a way. Let me see. Is it under... I'll see when I get to the, I'll deliver this and then I'll see. Is it under viewer activity, maybe? Well, by the way, people, like and subscribe. It feels odd saying that. Watch, in a year from now, I'll be saying it every 10 minutes. But yep, the whole spiel, it's in your Streamlab, I believe. Oh, see, I don't watch from Streamlabs. I watch on YouTube. Streamlabs is a secondary. I use it to stream because for some reason I have to. But, yeah, like, I have, YouTube up right now. I don't have Streamlabs. And, like, even here I can't see it. I don't know. Like I say, I'm still figuring stuff out. You know? Yeah, true. But see, I'm looking at my Streamlabs right now. I don't see it on here. But I watch from YouTube because I can't see chat. Oh god, I'm a whole 2 minutes behind. Let's make a list of suggestions of mad stuff she can do to spice up her RP. See, you can. And you can ask anyone who's been here a while. I do take y'all's suggestions into account. I would have never done Afro Aria. I might have. I did that in MW. I dressed up. They had a whole, like, magic mushroom outfit. Alright, so I got sugar now, so I can take that up. Sugar is used in ketchup, I believe. Okay, so see, I'm filling up the farm, so I gotta kind of pay attention to that. So let's go over here. Let's put sugar on the list, is gotten. See, like salad, I'm just gonna get 100, and I'm not gonna carry it at my farm. I'm just gonna put it at the market. And if someone needs it, I'll just go up to the market and pull it off. Alright, chicken I got, but I need as processing, but I got it. I don't want to, like, have it and be like, oh, it needs to be made. That's why you have streamers always saying, see, I'm not knocking any streamer when I say this, but I'm not. It might sound like it, and believe me, this is not how it's going to come off. But when people are like and subscribe, become a member, I'm setting a super chat goal, all of that, it's not that I don't want to do it, it's that I forget to. They are more seasoned at it than I am. You know? And I'm not trying to call them old, right? I am not. What I'm calling them is popular. But do I appreciate super chats and members? Of course I do. But like I don't think about it. I don't like think about saying it. Because I'm not, I still consider myself new to streaming. I appreciate everyone who's here, and I thank all y'all for giving me time, because I really didn't think I'd be important at all. I'm just a farmer. But people say they like me, so I wanted to do. That's why I stream every day. I don't think I would do good with like the member-thons. But I mean, I already stream every day. I don't think I can do a member-thon, because there might be days where I can't. Like, literally, I might have to be at the hospital all day. Or we have to go out of town for a specialist. And I know people would understand, man, but I'd feel bad. Oh, thank you, JV. Oh, wow, thank you, JV. Which one is this? Is this the chicken or the cow? This the chicken. All right, let's see. Black Hawk got one. Good. Black Hawk got a membership. Or as multiple streamers say, there's way too many gray names in here. That's another way. Thank you. Thank you so much, JV. I have a seatbelt. Yep, that's my fault. Oh, Black Hawk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to the farm, everyone. Welcome here, fellow farmers. Everybody has their own thing, and that was mine. I hope I didn't... Well, no, Rodney would be law, I would think. Rodney would be like, welcome to, Rodney should become the office. Rodney should become like the attorney's office. That's when, when you send Rodney a member, welcome to the office. Your desk is in the back. Something like that, That would be funny. We'll get you set up in no time, but mine is farmers. Welcome to the farm. And it's all my, things are farming. And I had to go to Maka to figure out how to turn off. Like, they'd send a member, and it would be like, this person sent a member, this person got the member, this person sent... It would do it for, like, a long time. And I had to go to Maka because I was just scratching my head. Create listing. We're going to go sugar. 20 for $300. See, sugar weighs a pound a piece, so you can't carry 100 of them. So I'm going to have to make 2 trips with these. I could have put them in my car, though. No, I can't. This storage only has 10 storage. All right. Did I put those prices on right? Yes, I did. Everyone, give me 1 second. My patient's awake. I'm gonna go make her coffee and some toaster waffles. I'll be right back. Hello, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. Work comes first. We all know that. Okay. So I need to bring the rest. This is when I think I'm going to change to the burrito. Because the burrito has a lot of storage in the back. I can make multiple trips. I think this only has like 10 storage. Yeah, see, this only has 10, so we can't really hold that much. But the burrito has like 120. Oh, I need to, is there ambulance on? Frank's, Bob's Burgers. Okay, see? I didn't even check my phone today. When could we place an order? At the moment, I am limited to making a few hot dogs and fries. I'm gonna put any time. Okay, what else did I have there? Oh, trendy. Trendy, I need to put, what did Ball it? Oh, yeah, okay. He bought 2 plushies from me yesterday. I was like, where did I get that from? I went and bought 2 plushies. That trendy. We need to put the one with Hatchie and Dan. See, this is kind of Connor Maxwell. We all know Connor Maxwell. Okay, the one I need is the one of okay, this one. I think it's this one. Farming life update. I'm gonna introduce you to the 2 cows. Yep, right here. This one. Farm Life Chronicles. That is not how you spell Chronicles. That is how you spell Chronicles. Okay, preview. This is the one going out today. Hello, friends. Another Farming Life update. I'm going to introduce you to the 2 cows. This right here. This heifer is called Hatchie, and the reason I call her Hatchie is she runs into the road and then runs into walls. I don't know why she does it, but she enjoys doing it. And this over here is the stud. I call him Dan because he always chases Hatchie out into the road to try to help her. But, you know, it's a hard life on the farm sometimes. Y'all have a good day. Hope y'all see y'all soon. Today's Friday, right? Hello, I need to check that. Yes, today's Friday. Okay, so tomorrow.
The law is harassing people in Los Santos. Stay
safe,
there, y'all.
But tomorrow is gonna be the one I made last week for Saturday, which was this one. Hey there, welcome back to the Farming Life. This is a new store update. They're having a special. They're gonna have supersized sausage on Saturday. They told me that they would whip it out for anyone, and you can see they have the biggest sausage in the city, is what they've said. They've even offered like multiple times to give it to me, but I can't do it right now because I just ate. Y'all have a good day. Come see the sale. Yep. See, that's gonna be tomorrow's one. And then actually after that, I don't. Oh, I have this one. I have this one right here. I've done these so far. I have this one. Is it? Yeah, this one right here. Let me see. Hi, everybody. Once again, welcome to the Farm Life. I'm at the farmer's market today, and I thought I'd just show y'all. Okay, no, I haven't done that one either. So I have 2 more, 3 more. So I have enough till Monday. So we're gonna have to come up with a couple of new ones. I have an idea for one. Oh, the whole reason I got on the phone was to see if there was ambulance. And I didn't do that. Okay, services. Nope, no ambulance. So we're gonna go to we're gonna go check in at the hospital real quickly. And then, I gotta change out my vehicles. I was gonna put my car away, then go to the hospital, but I had to drive back to here anyway, so. We'll bring the car. Oh, I'm almost out of power, too. So yeah, when we go to Sandy, I'm gonna have to go get power for the car. But yeah, I'm gonna use the burrito. That's my farm delivery vehicle. So it's either I bought that or the Rumpo. And the Rumpo for the farm, I couldn't use except for the farm. This one I can. Oh, for those who weren't last night who weren't on, I'll show you in a second. I changed my skateboard. Because the one I had is actually, I see a lot of people with it. And I'm like, nah. So I changed it to another one. I like the colors. I like the black and white on it. But this one, I like the color too. I was hoping the board that said custom would like allow me to put my own image. but it doesn't. That's true. After the debate, I think you should just take a large video of cows or a summary. Yeah, I should do that. I should have done that today. That should have been my... but I did yesterday. The one with Joey. The next one. At the end of that one, I say, tomorrow I'll introduce you to my other 2 cows. So I had to release them as a series. I should just get 2 cows looking at each other, pull the phone out and go, hey everyone, quick debate summary last night for those who weren't there. And then look at the one cow and go, Mr. Seth Brooks, should you be voted for mayor? And then have Seth be like, if you don't vote for me, or no, Seth would be like, vote for me or else. And then, okay, Dan, what is your, why should we vote for you for mayor? And then don't say nothing, and then have another cow and go, have the other cow come up and go, bucket speaking, you should vote for me because we're the best. And that's how it should be. I might do that. That's a great idea. I don't have to do that farm life either. I could do that like right now. But having the cows be placed, because they're gonna move. They're gonna move. That's the thing. I have to get them just in the right place. Like, I can't get them to line up. That's an impossibility. That'd be, like, so far out. But, across the street at a cow pasture, I probably could get that video. We're gonna go see. Seth will complain. Yeah, I mean, that's how he can complain all he wants, but I can do what I want. Okay, so the sugar is done. I'm trying to make it to where if we're not in the city, they can come to the farmer's market and pick stuff up there. That way, because with them not being able to only buy from farms, then we have to step it up. You know? Okay, I need to put gas in this, or charge. And then we're gonna come back and swap out for the burrito. Okay, I was gonna say, what happened? I'm moving, but it's not going. Alright. But yeah, I'm not, like, I guess, in my own mind, I'm not big enough to be, like, asking people for super chat goals and members and all that. You know, I'm just so happy y'all are here. Alright. There we go. This is gonna take a few seconds. I don't need to go next door. It's funny. I made my phone big, right? Because I wanted to show y'all things on the phone. Now I've left it that way because I've just gotten so used to it. But a high katana, like, I could post this on Birdie and be like, coming soon. You know? Issue number 1, 25 cents. I love the AI though, because look, hotel is HTEL. Right, hotel. Triple X in the back. It got that right, but... you know? I think I deleted the other one. Yeah, the ARC one, I deleted. Because it doesn't technically have a reason to be here. I got the bananas. That's Harry getting molested by the alien. I can delete that picture because so many people have videos of that. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. There we go. What is this one? This is me in front of the fireplace while it was snowing. One day the snow came in, but I didn't get the right picture. But I'm gonna keep it because it reminds me to do it. Okay, I'm not deleting for a while. Yeah, okay. I gotta remember to buckle the dang belt. Like I did in the farm truck. It's the first thing I do is buckle the seatbelt. But here, it's like I get into a regular car and nothing. Okay, last night for the people who weren't here, I bought 2 plushies. I got Eduardo and Bailey. I sold my 2 Marleys. So I just, he bought them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get. See, this I think has like all. Yeah, this has 120. Hi, Katana. We're doing fine. We got an idea for a new trendy. It's not gonna be farm life. It's just gonna be poking a little fun. But I have to get it set up just right. I would love it if the second cow for Dan's team like walked in front of the first cow. That would just be so funny. I should be like, look, it's speaking. Why the heck not? That's all. That's all he said. That's the whole video. Seth gave good answers last night, though I will say. He did give good arguments. He did. But when he got heated, when him and Bucket started arguing, that's when we saw the real debate. That's when the tempers flared out and they started throwing Seth started attacking Bucket. Bucket kept his cool, didn't really personally attack Seth, maybe once, but Seth was throwing a lot of shade at Bucket. Like, this is interesting. Like, I knew in the first election I didn't want to vote for Nate. I knew I didn't want to vote for Nate. But this one, I'm not sure. Let's see. We're gonna go down here to the second cow pasture because it's big. If the cow animals don't work out, maybe cow costumes, yeah, with masks on. Yep. Let's see. Oh, are there no cows here? There's always cows here. Okay, I know another place where there's always cows. If there's not, then something's up. Best part was no one realized that he pushed Seth on purpose. Yeah, Seth did get quick-tempered, I will say that. There's no cow trying to cross the street either. Alright, what about in this field? Okay, yep, I see cows. What should I do? Pigs? No, I'm not gonna do pigs. Okay, see, there's cow right there. Cow right there. I was hoping we could get some in this pen. But if I scare them, I don't know if they're gonna be able to, Okay, there's some more cows in the field over there. Cow right there. I'm trying to figure out the perfect place. Let's see. These two are coming together, and there's a third one in the background. But they're stop moving. Stop moving. Aw, you went too far. Okay. I mean, technically, I could get right here and Harry to be in the middle. Maybe it's if they don't move again. Let's see. Hello, everyone. For those of you that missed the debate, I'm going to give you the highlights. This is our moderator, Harry K. He's going to ask a question. What's that, Mr. Harry? Why should Seth be the mayor? Well, Seth, what do you have to say to that? Aye, vote for me for mayor. Vote for me or else. Okay, thank you, Seth. Same question to Dan. Dan? Dan, yes, you. Oh, what's that in the back? Bucket speaking. Why the heck not? Well, okay, thank y'all for the election update. Get out there and vote. Have a nice day. That was perfect. That was perfect. Now we're gonna put, where'd my truck? Oh, I ran all the way over here. That's right, my truck's way over there. I tried doing the accent and I got it wrong on purpose. I totally got it wrong on purpose. I'm gonna put debate update, debate summary. Using cows. He might call. I mean, here's the thing though. What can he do to me? I'm not selling alcohol. It's not like he can be like, I'm not going to buy your alcohol. And I could be like, okay, well, enjoy your 3 days of mayorship. You know? I mean, enjoy being the deputy mayor for the next 3 days, because obviously that's not going to, but, yep. The cow looked up. Yeah, Buck is speaking. Why the heck not? Alright, I need to put that up, like, right now. So people can see it when they come in. Alright, let me lock this. People will steal. They won't steal the dilettante because they know it's like, but they will steal that because they'll wonder what I got in the bag. Okay. Trendy, let's see.
Criminal spotted.
Upload. Hello. Wait a minute. There's no volume. Was I not speaking? Oh. Now I gotta go do it again. Okay, well, let's delete. Well, hold on. Let me see it from this. Hello, everyone. For those of you that missed the okay, I'm gonna give you the highlights. This is our moderator, Harry K. Okay, so I'm talking in that one. Why am I not talking
Please,
here?
don't be like them.
Don't be like them. Why wasn't there audio in this one? I don't preview. Let's see. Well, hold on. Let's see. Preview. Hello, everyone. Okay. For those of you that missed the debate, I'm going to give you the highlights. This is our moderator, Harry K. He's going to ask a question. What's that, Mr. Harry? Why should Seth be the mayor? Well, Seth, what do you have to say to that? I vote for me for mayor. Vote for me or else. Okay, thank you, Seth. Same question to Dan. Dan? Dan, yes, you. Oh, what's that in the back? Bucket speaking. Why the heck not? Well, okay, thank y'all for the election update. Get out there and vote. Have a nice day. Hello, everyone. All right, let's share that.
Yo,
Let's share that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get a couple of likes on that video. I like that I did the I like Seth's accent was like completely wrong. Like it's somebody trying to emulate an accent. Okay, so the sugar's done, and I got enough up there to not have it in my dashboard. So now, unfortunately, comes the bad thing of having to go pick up all of this. And all of it is up at that same place by Riley's farm. There's not one item that's closer. Actually, there is one. It's actually even further away. But I'm not gonna do this all day. I'll do this over the course of the day. But let's go get the coffee beans. I don't... See, honestly, this is like something I think I only need to get like 60 of. Because nobody buy... I mean, they do buy them 100. Let's go get them. Alright, let's see. Posted. I did. Watch, that van's gonna be gone when I come back. And I'll have to pay 800 bucks to get it back. Alright. But posted 2 trendies today. I might actually post a 3rd one if I can experiment and get it done right. Okay, good. I honestly thought about putting a trendy up that rickrolls everyone. Like, start with a video and then, something like this is gonna be very interesting, and then just go to the have the Rickroll music start playing behind it. I thought about doing that just as a throwback, just because why not? But I'm like, no, I'm not, because of copyrights. I could sing it though. They can't say that, oh, you can't copyright strike me for singing that song. I remember when that song was new. And I mean, everyone was singing it. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Yep. Everyone was singing that song. It was in like, you go to, here's a throwback for people. How old are you? Old enough. Old enough that I remember 90s cartoons very vividly. But Kmart. I know a lot of y'all might be like, what the heck is Kmart? If you don't live in America, I understand. It was what Walmart became. It was, I don't want to talk that old. Yeah. But, Kmart was like Walmart's design. But it came first. Like, Walmart basically was Kmart's competitor, and we all know how that turned out. The company that bought Walmart also went under. So, but I remember Kmart, they would play that song, like you'd be in there for an hour and you'd hear it like 3 times. I'm old enough to remember when Kmart had their own restaurants inside. Like their own restaurants. That's how old. Like, I'm not going further into that, but like, if Squeeze is still in here and he knows Kmart, he probably would be like, yeah, I can remember that. I'm not as old, I don't think I'm as old as he is. But, like, I know he does, I see him, he's of a seasoned age, is what I call it. Walmart CEO, yeah, Walmart is getting some, yeah, you're right about that. Walmart is getting some heat right now. But unfortunately, I'll still shop there. I can walk up there. There's a Sam's Club and a Walmart next door to each other. Like, a block and a half away. So I can just walk up there, get what I need, and then walk home. In fact, I do need to walk up there today later. We ran out of waffles. That's my patient's favorite thing. Waffles and sausage biscuits. Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. And I think I'm out of both now. Here you go. I'll tell you, Walmart is the only store we have, so not much of a choice. Yeah. I'll tell you, want to know age? Here's the age. I've been at the point of my life where, breakfast cereals have changed to Cheerios and Oat Flakes and frosted wheat, rather than Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms. I'm trying to eat better. I'm of an age that when you were, and Nick, you might agree with me on this. I think Nick might be maybe early 30s. I'm assuming. Maybe late 20s, but I'm at that age where when you're growing up, you are always like, oh, nothing can hurt me. That'll happen to me when I get older. Well, I'm at that older age. So now it can affect me. I missed my turn. I didn't want to take the back road. I wanted to go the right way. But I can get there from here. By the way, good morning, Nick. 37? Okay. I was assuming. But when you were like 14, 15, 16, you're like, you're eating whatever you wanted. And they're like, you better slow down. You're going to have a heart attack. And you're like, nah, that'll happen when I'm old. Well, now I'm old, so I got to eat better. Oh, I had it, but I hit the car. There we go. All right. I'm going to take the coffee and the sugar up to the farmer's market. And I don't want to just be a back and forth driving stream. Like yesterday, Yvette put an order in. And I spent the better part of probably an hour and a half just driving back and forth. That's why I'm not really trying to fill up the farmer's market right now, because Bob doesn't use salad. Bob doesn't use bell pepper or pepper. So, and Yvette just got those, like a big portion. So the things that I need to put up there are what I'm getting now. Because Bob hasn't gotten coffee in a while. I don't know if he's doing it still, but I don't know. But like potatoes, pickles, and garlic and onions. Those are the real things that I need to put there. And if anybody was watching the debate last night, I did not try to shamelessly plug my farm. Because I didn't even mention my farm's name. What I went and said was everyone knows I'm a farmer, which is not a lie. Everyone knows I'm a farmer. And I told them that I'm going to try to start, because the question was about, somebody asked a question that, I was about to run into that barrier. Someone asked a question about, why are the restaurants never open? And Mac's answer was because it's hard sometimes to get ingredients. So I wanted to reassure people that, hey, look, I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure we're stocked up on what we need. If I have to feed the city, hey, I took that role on when I bought the farm. From now on, all the money I make from the farmer's market is going to go into buying machines. Oh, the government can also buy from the farmer's market. So, like, if something hasn't sold, like, say these coffee beans in a week haven't sold, I can say, the government, I need y'all to buy them. So, that's why I can put a lot of stuff up. Because if it doesn't sell, I can tell the government, hey, I need y'all to buy these. And there might be a time where Rex's buys from the farmer's market, Maybe they don't want to call the farm because, Leroy doesn't want us knowing what they're doing. But, there will come, I don't know. Somebody's already brought something from me. They brought bread. And I know it wasn't, Yvette, because she doesn't do hot dogs. And I don't think it was Bob, because he hasn't been in the city for a long time. But hey, it's there for everyone. Somebody said at the debate they think that everyone should be able to see the farmer's market. Oh no, this was up in Adam before the debate. They said everyone should be able to see the farmer's market and buy, and I agree with that. But at the same time, he was like, what if somebody buys it all and then relists it for like a higher price? And I said to stop that, only farmers should be able to post on the market. What he means is like, what if I put all this up today and Teabag comes in and sees it and he buys it all and then lists it for $20 instead of $15. But then it would say he's doing it. It tells you who's selling it. Like it says from Mootopia Farm. But that's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to get the farmer's market stocked up. That way, I don't want the restaurants being like, well, we can't find anything. We can't. I'll be like, Bulls, farmer's market. If they had chickens, I'd use that for the debate. I'd use chickens. I was going to use pigs. I thought about it, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Because I don't want Harry thinking cop. Seth's a cop. I don't want to think I'm calling him pigs. So I'd use the cows. Plus, there's a lot more cows than there are pigs. What I should do is get like 1 or 2 people to come play the parts of the cows. Like I ask them questions and then they answer. Have a TED talk with 2 cows and the cows have voices. Like not mine. I can just pay them. Be like, I'll give you $5,000 for 5 minutes of your time. Oh, my van's still here. Good. I'm going to take the coffee and I'm going to take the rest of the sugar up to the... See, I know there's a lot of different streamers, too. I'm a Gen Xer. Our motto when younger was go full or go home. Yep. Don't sweat it, even if you take care of yourself, stuff and happen to flip your life upside down. Yes. Yes, that's 100%. But, okay, so I got the coffee. So actually, I have a lot going. Like, I have a wok going. I have the cheese going. I mean, for the most part, I have more than half of my list of stuff at the farmer's market. But the next machine I'm gonna buy, I'm honestly considering just buying them all. And then, like, keeping track of how much money it was. And then working out how long. But the next one I'm buying is the nugget machine. And then after that, it's gonna be the pork. After that, it'll probably be the beef. And the patty. Because, like I said, only Bob and Yvette use patties, but only Bob uses sausage. So the pork machine, I need it for the bacon as well, but the burgers sell. I don't know if they have any other burger besides a bacon burger. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have that one. 5, 6, 7. I guess I'd have to buy that. 8. 8, that would be 180. You know, if I can get 10K, I would probably do it. That would bring me to 800. But I'd be able to do all of that. Maybe I can ask the city for a sponsorship. I thought about doing that with Harry, telling him, look, I'll buy this stuff, but I need, like, not help, but I want the city sponsorship. Alright, so what else do I need to bring? It was, coffee. That's right. Okay, so cheese is not ready. Coffee beans, food oil. I already have food oil up there. I already have mustard up there. Alright, I'm making... No, it's making cheese. Okay. I have mustard up there. The chicken's being made. Okay. But I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 items I can make. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those items already. Or they're being produced, or they're ready to go. The only problem, like I said, the only problem with the farmer's market is it has to be Yvette, Bob, or Snowy. I don't know if Chris can get in there, because I know Snowy is technically considered the owner. Oh, I could put 100 coffee beans up. I just put them up 100. Okay, that's great to know. Seatbelt. I have to remember. I need to write that down on my list of rules. I have a list. I have enough room for one more rule. And I always want to, like, I'll rewrite the list and leave one more rule. It started out with 3. Now it's up to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And I always leave room at the bottom for another rule. I should probably make it seatbelt, seatbelt, seatbelt. I got a concussion last night on my way to Up and Adam, where I blackout. Yeah, he did. But, I was actually considering going to Bob and Yvette and asking them, do they want to put in $5,000 each? And, they can help me purchase the machines. But, I don't know. I should probably do 2 things of garbage and make that money, to be honest. And I kind of want to try garbage, because that's how I used to make my money. In 1.8, I made so much money doing... I bought Infinity... I want to say Overflow. But it was it was the only S Plus car I owned for a really long time. But it was the cheapest one. It was like 400K. And I bought it doing garbage like, I think 14, 15 times or something. Like, I did garbage a lot that day. And I would take the materials I got, and except for the iron... Ooh. Yeah, except for the iron, I would go sell all the other materials, and I'd probably get around $6,000 per garbage job. But I already had a few money to set aside for it. I just wanted something really fast. But then, I really didn't like it. I really didn't like it, and I ended up giving it to somebody. Like, when they announced that the city was going to end, they had a guy who had just joined, and I'm like, you want a car? He's like, yeah. And I thought about, I had 2 Reginas and a Panto. I gave him a Panto and a Regina, telling him this one's for driving, this one's for storage. And then I said, you know what, hell with it. Hold on, I'm going to give you another one. And I gave him that car, and I was like, this one's for driving. Because by that time, I had my ZR350, I had my Devastate 8, and I had my Sandstorm, which the Sandstorm I might be interested in getting again. I need to go look at that shop up here to see, like, I don't know. If it doesn't have more storage than the burrito, then I'm not going to get it. You know what? I almost passed this up. In my mind, I was going somewhere else. And I remembered. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to market. That's why the title of my video today, Going to Market. Oh, I was pushing the wrong thing. I was like, wait a minute. Why isn't this? Okay. Coffee, amount 100, and that would be 1,500. See, we were gonna price coffee at 20 bucks a piece because it's never been on the dashboard for the restaurants. They had to get it from farms. But I was like, it didn't make sense. It's the same. It's not special. It does do something special, though. I will say that. I think it recovers stamina faster, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it does. Like, it gives you a stamina boost. Not a lot of people know that. They do, they just forgot about it. But I remember it all. Right, do I have 100 bread or do I have 80 bread now? Bread would be at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I needed 40 bread. I thought I said only had 40 bread. You know what, hell with it. I'm gonna put it up anyway. It'll sell. And sugar. Nope. 20. Getting ahead of myself. Listing. Sugar. 20. Or 300. I know that if there are any, like, admin or dev, they're loving this because I'm testing it for them. Like, I'm gonna load this thing up today. That way, if the restaurant needs anything, I can just tell them, look. I'm gonna tell them, too, the next time I see them. I'm gonna tell them, look, before you even call me, go to the farmer's market and see if I've already have it up there. You know, if y'all don't want to wait. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about going and just buying them all. Get the 10K. And then be like, you know, okay, I'm buying all the meat machines, start them all up, run them. Sausages, I'd probably do 100. I'm probably gonna do 100. That's gonna be my stop point, I think, is 100. But like patties, I would need 200 because you have Bob and Yvette. Sausages, kebabs, I'd only need 100 because Yvette doesn't do kebabs. At least I've never seen her do kebabs. What I need to know is what's in her steak burrito. Because she sells a steak burrito, and I don't know if it is raw beef needed or is, you know, I'm not sure. You know, that's one of the things I'm not exactly sure. Does her menu say what's in it? I think her menu might actually say what's in it. But I don't think it's going to say raw beef, you know? No one would want to eat it if it just said raw beef. Stop breaking things. Well, I mean, everything needs to be tested. You know, everything in the city needs to be tested. Let's see, Birdie. Oh, Teabag. Wait. Did I? Okay, utter chaos is in the city. If he's in, that's 5 hours ago. Selling explosive blueprint, huh? Thank you, everyone that came out to the debate tonight. It was a great way for both parties to meet and discuss their plans and get answers to your questions. See, that's what they need. That's what they need. That's a great move by Lexi. Weird weather we're having. Yep. Wait till you try glizzy at Bob's. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down. I know that they had their menu up yesterday. Make Los Santos great again. Oh my god. See, I want to see that there seems like Americanos is actually not a puppet for his party. Interesting. He knows what he's talking about. Yep. See, that's the cop Dan. Oh, I put it. You know what? Let me just search. I don't know if it's Up and Adam though. Does Up and Adam have? No. Okay. You bet. Today only. Come join us up and Adam. $10 coffee. Ah, their menu's not there. Okay, I don't know who was posting yesterday, but they had their menu up. Anyone got electric tape? What the hell, Ralph? Who in their right mind would lock a building down for a public event? No exit or entrances. This is such a bad example for people. No. Nope, she made posters for both of them. Okay. Selling these. Hit me up. I doubt he has shotguns. These guys built a nuclear power plant in the middle of sandy shores, brought in zombies and infected species to our city last year. This is bet. Suspended account is bet. Alright, come on, y'all. I know there was a menu yesterday. Oh, here we go. Alright. Juicy steak, melted cheese, savory spices. I need to know, that's not patties, is it? Huh. See, she needs to change this because she's not getting tequila anymore. I'm not making it. I sold that machine. But, somebody else might be doing it. I think the green ones are beanbags shooting shotguns. Are they in the city, though? Like, the food on the durability, I pulled out, breads last night, and it was still at 99.98%. And I put it in yesterday morning. So I don't think the food, the durability doesn't degrade. Which, if you're going to load it up like I am so that all the restaurants have the option, it shouldn't degrade. Because they shouldn't buy it and have it be like at 25% because it's been sitting there. That's not their fault. You know? I applaud that. I just hope people don't abuse the system and start using it for like extra storage. Like if a distillery, I'm not naming any, I don't think they would do it. But like they can't have, they have too much water. So they go put a bunch of water on the farmer's market for like $30 a piece. No one will buy it. I was guilty of using the trade market like that, and they told me stop doing it, so I did. You know? I haven't seen them in the city, but they must be a picture. Well, no, they have certain, like you can see that on certain benches. Like, and if you go to ammunition, you can see the guns. And that was definitely a bench picture. Like, that was definitely, if he had those guns, I'd have been like, post a picture of you holding it. You know? That's how I would have done it. I'd have been like, post a picture of you holding it. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the chicken. So I'm waiting on chicken. Well, actually, I don't. It can be 160. Because I really don't have to buy the bun machine. I mean, I kind of do if I want to go full-on farm. But I don't want to take away from Sean having to sell them, you know? Because Sean wants to get the tortilla and the bread machine, and I told him I would sell mine, but I probably won't. I'll probably just keep them, but not use them, if he can keep it up. Oh, look who's calling. Hello, Echo.
Hello, do you have chicken nuggets?
Actually, I don't, but let me see if people are selling them.
Okay. Yeah, because I think we need some more chicken nuggets, and potatoes.
I can get the potatoes. I have regular chicken, but I don't think y'all do regular chicken, do you?
Not really, no.
Okay, I don't have the nuggets. Let me make a phone call, and I'll see if I can't get you some.
Okay, thank you.
And how many potatoes do you need?
Let's get about 100.
Okay, no problem. It'll be about 20 minutes, but I'm gonna make those calls right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're gonna call Teabag first because he's the meat guy, and he was in the city a while ago. Not anymore. Okay, I don't know who else to call. Oh, I could try calling Leroy. I know I tried. Yeah, here we go. Nope. I think he's the only one. So no, all I can do is get the potatoes. I need to get potatoes, so I'll get 200. That way, you know what? What's this look like? 59? Yeah, I'm gonna get 300 potatoes. That way I can have 100 if somebody calls. And, potato. I was about to say, no, I need to turn on farm. Yep, the coffee farm. I keep forgetting to turn these on. Always have your farm fully stocked, and then the pepper farm's broke. The sugar farm's working. And, okay, that was it. Okay, so the potatoes. Ooh, the potato farm's gonna need to be fixed, too. We'll get 300 of those. 100 for Echo, 100 for the trade market, and 100 for me to have on hand. If there are any, dev team, I can bring this up. I will submit a ticket today, but I'll bring it up now. I have infinite fuel in my truck right here. Like, it's full. Every single time I get into it, it's full. I haven't refueled it in, like, 3 days. So, yeah, the fuel is just... I forgot to put the thing in yesterday, so if y'all are watching, this is a thing. For me, at least. Okay, who else do I know? Like, I'm wondering, is Leroy the only one? Yeah, see, that's why the nugget machine is the one I'm getting that. Guaranteeingly, because they sell a lot of chicken nuggets. I would have had to buy the nugget machine and upgrade it at least 3 times to make it to where I can give her, like, a significant amount of nuggets. Oh, no, I'm gonna get the bun machine is if I buy them all in one. If I buy them one at a time, the bun machine is gonna be one of the very last. Like, the kebab and the bun machine would be the last I would buy. But if I buy them all at once, just 1,000, just boom, done, then yeah, I'd get it. And I would just have it, and one of my, not fears, but concerns, is if they add new machines for food, not for alcohol, but for food, and my machine spots are all filled up, I'd end up having to sell, and, like, it's one of those things, if they took the locals out, we need to have the farms be able to provide. So, if I had to go, like, say my patient wants to go see her son in Houston for a week, then I'm not going to be able to be on for a week. I want to make sure, like, I'd put probably 200 to 300 items each on the trade market. That way, in case they needed something, it's there. That would be a busy lead up. Because I would load up the farmer's market. I would probably, the day before I left, call the restaurants and be like, look, I'm not going to be in the city. Let me stock you up right now. And I'm also going to put a ton of it on the farmer's market. Actually, I say that, y'all. We are kind of trying to plan a trip to visit her son. So, it's going to be probably later in the year, but, I probably won't be. I'm not going to be able to bring my computer and all that with me. Plus, they have, like, basic internet. Good enough for, like, TV streaming. That's it. I'm wondering, I was like, somebody live in that house? but then that car looks like a local car. See, this is the same. Teabag's in the city, but he's always, like, he's always not when I'm here. I always assume that when a new machine comes out, everybody's gonna jump on the wagon to see how it fares. Might be a lot of, I don't know. They released all the alcohol ones, and everybody picked, like, if we know somebody wants it, like the coffee is a great example. We all thought Echo was just gonna buy coffee, like beans, like we thought she'd have like 1,000,000 beans by now. So yeah. And oh, I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye right there, but I don't. We all thought, so all of us bought the coffee. All of us bought the coffee farm. And then her coffee shop, like, it still hasn't officially opened. But she'll probably buy coffee from us, you know, when it starts. I'm going to tell her, too. I'm going to tell her, hey, look, I just put coffee beans on the farmer's market. It's not, Ellison. It's fixed. They fixed it. She can make coffee now. She was selling, that's what she was selling last night. I think she was selling her coffee stuff. She might have been selling Bob's. I don't know. I wasn't hungry. I didn't eat anything. But I know Up and Adam was there selling as well. See, in that kind of thing, we did, when I ran, and I'm going to say I pretty much ran the Uwu Cafe in AMW for about 2 months. I would go to these events, but I wouldn't charge people. I would give the food away for free just so they can see what they're getting. You know? It's a special event. And when people would ask, I told them, oh, the city's already taking care of it. Because it makes the city look good then. See, like Bucket, Dan, Seth, all of them, they could have paid for that food last night. And they could have said, Up and Adam is here with food sponsored by this person. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. I made a new list last night. Me and Katana were chilling. And she gave me a good idea. So anytime I have good idea, I'm going to write it down for the government stuff. Sponsored food for events. That way the city will pay for the food. You know, it will have a little small food budget. You know, $5,000 is a lot of food. Well, it's like 10 meals at Up and Adam, you know? And they're not really selling a lot at these events. Sponsored food at courtroom, that would probably be the best one. Bring food to the courtroom and let, you know what they need in the court? They need a bailiff. I always thought that would be funny. You just have an officer standing there. It could be any officer. They could just volunteer to do it. Yeah, a little booth. Or maybe like at the entryway when you're coming in, they could just be like, look, free food, you know, sponsored food. That way people can have food when they need to eat. They don't have to get up or miss any of the debate. Okay. No problem. Sorry, misgendering. Ooh, that guy hits the cones. I assume everyone is female at first. Alright, so, but no, you gave me a good idea. So I want to, like, actually put good ideas to pen and paper. That way, you know, because I'll forget. I'll be trying to run and I'll forget. And, you know, honestly, if Seth doesn't win, I'm kind of thinking about stealing his idea and asking Mac to be my, when I want to run, asking Mac to be my business. But she might have done that because it was Seth. You know, she's got a lot on her plate too. You know, she's part of the team. She, you know, has to work hard too. But his choice, that's a great choice for the business person. It really was. You know, I didn't even think about that. I'm still voting PDK9. Yep. On that note, write down to support ticket for fuel too, just in case. Yeah. I already wrote that down. I wrote that down when earlier when I said that when I first took the truck out. I wrote down the support. Yeah, to make the ticket for infinite gas. Well, it goes down. Like, see, it's going down right now, so it does use fuel. But every time I take it out of my garage, it's full again. And like I said, this could be catching up because it used to be I would buy fuel and like I'd be at a quarter tank and I'd fill it up and I'd pull it out and I'm still at a quarter tank. So this might just be playing catch up. I don't know because I fueled it quite a lot during those days. But I didn't put the ticket in for that because it wasn't like the gas would just be like random. It would just give me a random amount of gas in it. But it was never empty and it was always enough to get me where I was going. And I was more paranoid back then that I'd buy fuel, but I mean, there's no real reason to buy fuel right now. And that is power gaming. Oh, I need to do a couple of things today, actually. I need to walk to the store. I need to sweep the floor. Hey, that rhymed. Answer the door. Give food to the poor. Do a lion roar. I'm just doing it. But, I need to go buy waffles and sausage biscuits. Maybe some seasoning. They have a really good seasoning I found. It's called Kinder's, and it's smokehouse salt and pepper. It's really good. And they also have one called Buttery Steakhouse, which is very good as well. I'm doing pork chops tonight. Got a pack on sale yesterday, but yesterday I had some ground meat. I know Rodney had to repair. Yeah, I have to repair it still, but I try not to drive. The only reckless I drive is across the bridge back from Roxwood. That's the only time I like actively get into wrecks. Other than that, I try to keep it, you know, straight. All right, so we're gonna take out 100 potatoes for Echo. We're gonna go give her first. Businesses take priority. All right, I wrote that down. Let me bring my list back up, and mark potatoes is done. I mean, you know what? I can take it. It doesn't spoil that fast. It doesn't spoil. I'll go to Bob's Burgers, and then I'll go take the train station to Roxwood, and we'll go to the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these are for Echo. We'll take the train to the city. I do need to change my outfit, though. Should I go in my farming outfit, or should I go, in a random outfit? I might go in my farming outfit. What I mean is my farming promotional outfit. Not my, like, overalls, or... But I'm gonna go in my farmer promotional outfit. I'm gonna tell her to check out my trendies as well. Yeah, I'm gonna change on the train. I want to say it's the very last outfit I had. Oh, come on, Bunny. He got out of the way. Yeah, yesterday I was coming to my farm, and I saw an airplane landing, and it was Seth coming to pick up alcohol from Bucket. And I really and truthfully thought he was about to crash. Like, he missed the runway and almost ended up in the street. I was like, I'm about to watch Seth blow up. A crispy rave girl? We'll see. This thing isn't fast, but it's got the storage I need. And it clears that. The truck, the farm truck, it hits the top of that roof. Oh, Bob put ice cream back in the store, so I've been buying it. So see, if I would have bought all the stuff out of the mini mall 3 or 4 days ago, I would have screwed myself because Bob came in and restocked stuff. What I should have done was told Bob what I was doing and told him you could buy the mini mall. Just you. You know, no Harry involved. He might have went along with that. Bob's the kind of person he can see the profit in that. I'd be like, you would lose the money you put in so far, but then it would just be yours. You could do it however you wanted it. Harry would have been so mad. Come back in the city and both malls are not his. What farm animal would Echo be? Why, that's a good question. Like, what farm animal could Echo be? Huh. Nope, I didn't change. I said I was gonna change on the train. I'm not gonna take the burrito. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's take the go. Yeah. Okay, let's change now. The only reason I'm in my outfit is someone didn't know my plushie. Yep, there we go. Put on my outfit. Cow outfit. In my defense, I wouldn't have heard that guy scream anyway. I didn't even realize I was running him over until after I was already, like, committed to running him over. If not, I would have stopped. Alright. Green light. Come on, give me another green light. Nope. Is there a cop? You know what? Also, I can sign in as a lawyer while I'm here. It's funny. I know the way to Bob's Burgers. Because the farmhouse. That's a good idea. But the reason I know my way so quickly to Bob's Burgers is it's the same place that Arya's husband owned in MW. It's the same location. So I know pretty much I hung out there. So anywhere from the city I knew how to get there. I wonder what Bob's gonna do when he finds out RJ has a crush on Arya, because Bob has a little thing for Arya as well. Whoa, dude. This would be so funny if Murphy was here. To see Arya run in dressed as a cow. I would literally tell him it's promotional for my farm. I wonder, has Joey ever got Haley to dress up in the cow outfit? That would be funny. I might ask him that today. Oh, there's somebody right there. That's that same truck, I think, that somebody abandoned in Sandy Shores. I know the police are on and I'm being risky by speeding and running reds, but I'm trying to get to the restaurant. Oh, somebody's at the restaurant. We have a crime van. Ah. Yeah, you take that package. Going to hospital. You know what's funny is I can still do it. Bob means they need to fix this. There's nothing in there though. Hello. Hello. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. They're at the hospital. They're gonna be back in a few minutes. Oh, you might have had to relog. I mean, I could just put them in the tray. You know? If you stand right here in the middle, you can actually get into their food tray. Did it just say Rob's store or pay?
Hello.
Hello, now I can hear you. Hi.
Hello. Oh, I don't know what was going on in my voice box.
I don't know. She left a note on the door. She had to go to the hospital.
Ah, no problem, no problem. I didn't know. I didn't even realize they were open.
I'm delivering potatoes. They're gonna be making French fries.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Yep,
well,
but
I'm just
this
doing
is
a
my
delivery run.
this is my farm promotional outfit. How do you think?
Oh, very nice.
Yep, I own Mootopia, so it has to be a cow.
Well, that's quite fitting.
Oh,
for
were you at the
name.
debate last night?
I was, yeah.
Did you see the summary I put up on Trendy?
No, I caught a flight once it finished.
Oh no, I just did it right now, like about 30 minutes ago. I
right.
put it my. Yep, you should go check it out. It's a good thing on the debate. Hello, everyone. For those of you that missed the debate, I'm going to give you the highlights. This is our moderator, Harry K. He's going to ask a question. What's that, Mr. Harry? Why should Seth be the mayor? Well, Seth, what do you have to say to that? Aye, vote for me for mayor. Vote for me or else. Okay, thank you, Seth. Same question to Dan.
Don't see you.
Dan? Look up my name. Dan. Aria. Oh, what's that in the back? Bucket speaking. Why the heck not? I have a whole Farmlight Chronicles. Okay,
Did you put it on Boardy?
Trendy. No, Trendy.
Ah,
No, I put my summary on Trendy.
I'm not on Trendy, that's why.
Oh, you should definitely go on there just for my Farmlight Chronicles. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it in their tray.
Oh, you have to set up an account, okay. Oh yeah, I'll deal with that later.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
No worries.
Oh no, I
can do
thought
the
I
same.
just saw her. All right, well, have a good day.
You too, Aria. We're gonna finish me deliveries.
I'm actually gonna sit here and wait. Oh, he got in the truck. Okay, I was like, did he just go right back in? I'm gonna sit here and wait. But I'm gonna make it look like I left. Like I'm leaving. But I'm gonna sit here and wait for her. I used to do this in the burger shot in MW. We would park our cars back here. It was a different building though. It wasn't this building, but it had this open space. And we'd pull back here. That way the police couldn't see our cars in the parking lot. Ooh, my nose was itching. I want to do one day. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna slip and fall. But one day, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna knock it down and like drag it halfway across the store. And then I'm gonna walk over here and slip and fall and there's no wet floor sign. Just to see what Bob's gonna do. Oh, hold on, let me call her then. She might have.
Hello?
Hey, I put the potatoes in your tray.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
I actually think she's at the hospital. I don't know. She might have, though. She might have just got bored and wandered off. Oh, if they bring back walk styles, I don't know what was wrong with them, but if they bring them back, every time in MW, whenever Arya got hurt and the ambulance workers had to pick her up, they would give her pain medicine, and she would act like she's so much of a lightweight that it would make her walk like she was drunk, and she'd act really weird, like just out of her mind at pain medicine though. In MW, Arya had a mom. Her name was Jade. She was a very fun player. I liked her. She stopped playing MW though before I did. MW is a city that you go in to learn how to like do things. Like, it's not a city where you go to learn to RP. You know, that's 100%. It's not a city you go to learn how to RP in. It's a city you learn, like, interactions, how they work, how ambulance, police, all of that. It's a good place to go start to get jobs, to figure out kind of how the system works. But eventually, the people that I met there, they're all going to eventually want to go, like, to actual RP. And that's when I'm going to be like, welcome back, you know? But it's night and day, the differences between the two. Night and day. All right, let's go put these potatoes in the farmer's market. Ugh. I'm always afraid. I used to cross Legion, not looking. I would just run across the road, but right there is now the new place where I don't like crossing the street. All right, Margarita. We're going to put these potatoes up in the farmer's market. And all I have left is like onion would be the only, onion and pickle might be the only two major things. But I don't think pickle is used as much as I think. Or I think one pickle gives you a lot of slices. But like pepper and bell pepper and salad, those aren't really sought after that much. Let's see, it was in the burrito. I don't know, tomatoes. Tomatoes, I guess I can see. But I just filled up Yvette and Bob with tomatoes. So, like, those can wait too. I need to keep track. 100 potatoes went to Bob. So I need to write that down on my list. Or I'll forget. But yeah, I'm honestly considering buying the nugget machine right now. Just because I am hearing a lot more chicken nuggets. And usually, I will say that Teabag was pretty up to date on keeping that stuff. But I think he put his stuff at the farmer's market. The problem is Echo can't access this. I didn't get potatoes, did I? I just got in and walked in, yeah. Okay, let's see, what does this look like with the hair up? Oh no. No, no, no. I had fun with this one yesterday and then I had to change because I had to go do lawyer stuff. So yeah, these are still at what, 99? Yeah, see, those are 98.85, 99.85. That's fine. This is fine. Let me move this out the way. I keep wanting to rob the register. I keep my instincts just go to push in the third eye. And I actually did that yesterday by mistake. But I exited out of it. I quit it instantly. And I was like, oh. And if had they come, I would have told them, hey, I'm experimenting with this. So I don't think there's an upper limit to how much stuff I can have on here. That's good. That way I can keep everything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got the sugar, bread, coffee beans, sugar, tortillas, food oil, mustard, eggs, bread. Okay. Alrighty then. Can restaurant employee? No, they can't. That's something that also I need to address. Not me, but like it'd be better if Bob, Yvette, and Snowy address that. It doesn't affect me, but it you know, it affects them. But I think it should be brought up that maybe, I don't know if every employee should be able to access it. You know? Maybe managers and I don't know. You know, it's one of those weird things. Like, what if Nicotine, for example, what if he needs something and I'm not in the city? He can't run up there. He should be able to run up there. You know, they should I guess employee, when you get hired on the employee, if you have an employee like job, you should have to sign into that job and then you can use the farmer's market. That would probably be the best way, I would think. I should have just put this in the, ooh, I'm gonna run out of gas. I need to get gas before I go back. But, that probably would be the best way, is you sign on. Managerial roles, their job should be to manage inventory, yep. But, I don't know. They'll figure it out. You know, if they just introduced it, they'll figure it out. Ooh, it feels so good. I got the air blowing on me now. Cool air blowing, it feels good. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need gas. So, like, tomatoes are the next thing. Peppers and bell peppers, like, I don't see every employee of gas station can buy gas. Why can't they go to the farmers? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't have full access to everything. Maybe it's only people with full access to the restaurant. You know, I'm not sure. But I would think that if you're clocked on at the restaurant, like, say there's, say Mac, Echo, Nicotine, and, Little Bob are there, right? There's 4 people. One of them can surely go to the farmer's market to get stuff. Because it says in the rules that you're allowed to go get stuff if there's 3 or more, or I think it's 2 or 3 more employees on. So it's not, they're not, you know, out of the realm. But they'll figure it out. But I do know that managers at this time cannot, because I was talking to Up and Adam. He's a manager there. He went up there, and he couldn't see the thing. So right now, I think it might just be only the owners of the restaurant. What am I doing? What am I doing, y'all? I need gas. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget if I don't get it. Eddie is cheaper on gas, but Kelly is cheaper on electric. Ooh, that's something I need to do today, too. I got a lot of IRL stuff popping in my head right now. I need that. I gotta prioritize what I need to do first, because I don't want to miss. I need to go to the bank. A couple of things to do. Alright. Army making. Shiver me timber. I'm using regular in this? Yeah, I'll use regular. For now, I'll use regular. It's such a big gas tank. Okay, where am I refueling at? In the front of it, huh? Right into the radiator, huh? So it's in the back on that side. Alright, give me 1 second. I will be right back. Just in time. I had to take some medicine. Ooh, okay. Alright, so that's that. So, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I need to call, any things I got set up, or... I made 100 chicken last night and brought it to Yvette because that was part of the order I missed the day before. I'm getting another 100 chicken right now. If I think I'm gonna buy the nugget machine and I'm just gonna turn that chicken into nuggets. But I think you get 5 nuggets for every chicken, so I think it's gonna be 80 on the chicken and 100. Well, no, I'm probably will need 200 chicken nuggets. Yeah, I'll probably need 200 chicken nuggets. 100 for me in case I'm in the city when they call, and then 100 if I'm not. Yeah, that probably would be the way to go. So I need 40 chicken, I think. And that would leave me with 60 to put on the market. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. It's all math. You know, it's all comes down to supply and demand. So let's see. Let me make sure what I'm saying is correct. The nugget machine. Yeah, you get one. Okay, let's lease that. Let's go ahead and put it in line. This is like the 3rd time I've owned this machine. Maybe the 4th. Alright, let's turn it on. I should have 24 raw chicken. So I need 40 raw chicken will give me 100 nuggets. Oh, for those that have been here for a while, I also play another game. I play a game called Stellar Blade. I had a lot of farming stuff to do. That's why I didn't play it this morning. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But the next exit point of Stellar Blade, I always play until I fight a boss. The next portion of the game is probably my favorite part of that game. Especially the area leading up to the boss fight. It's probably the best thing in the entire game, in my opinion. It's a little short, but it's so fun. The music is amazing. But I also play another game called Ark Survival Ascended. I finished my house yesterday. Now I have to paint it. And after I paint it, I will be showing everyone because it will be amazing. Let me put it that way. What I have planned for it, if I can do it, is going to look really good. Really, really good. But today, I knew I'd have to do a lot on here. So I knew it'd be a farming day. I don't need any milk. I guess I can make some mustard. I guess I can make like 100 mustard. I don't know. I might just leave 60. No, I'll probably make 100. I have enough food oil that I don't think people are going to be calling for it. Plus, I have 100 in the, about 20 cheese. All right, let's go. This coffee beans is to make 100 coffee beer in case Ralph or Echo don't want it. I'm just going to make 100 and then sell the machine. The item I'm looking most forward to, and it's RP reasons, right, is, of course, broccoli. And we know why I want broccoli. Everyone who watches Redline knows why I want broccoli. Price to pay for these items. $1 million for one. It won't do it because it takes it out of the money. It takes it out of your money instantly. But I'm afraid that some dev would put it in and then collect it. Be like, use your broccoli. And it would just be a box. It wouldn't be like an actual picture. I'd be like, yeah, see, they took everything down. He's crazy. Let's see. I think, weren't these like 70 bucks a piece or something? 5,600 divided by 160. Or no, that's 35. That's actually not bad. I thought, no, it was the glass. The glass, they wanted like way more than what people are paying for glass. But apparently somebody bought it. Okay, so like if I could make 100 chicken nuggets really quickly, I would have. And I'd have been like, yeah, I can do that. Okay, that's bread. All my machines are running except for the bread and bottle. I'm making, am I? What? No. What am I using flour for? Am I actually making something that uses flour? No, no. No. No, no, no. Oh, the flour machine's still running. Ooh, that's why. I need to turn that off. I actually need to delete this one. I forgot to turn it off. So I can take this out, though. Go store it. Come on. I know that wall is your favorite place, but... put the flour in here, so I have 260 flour. That's enough. That's like a 2 or 3 month flour. I will stop coding broccoli right now. You can code it. Just I want a picture. Like I want to give it to someone and see their face when I hand it to them. And then beat them up because they've never won a fight against me. Which I remind them of all the time. Is that, do I have that? Hold on, I have to see if I have that public or private. If that's private, I'm turning it to public. I think I have it on public. I think I turned it on public. Let me see. Yes, it's public. Fight night in Redline 1.8 was mine and Joey's first fight. And I had my old voice box as well. But I think you only hear me laugh. But yeah, we did Joey dressed up as a boxer. And he went around trying to box people and he fought me and I was his first loss. But yeah, if you look, I got a bunch of my stuff is music videos, like of the songs you hear from the background. But I also have like a few. Oh, let me do that right now. If you're not a member, I filmed my first. What the heck is that? Hold on, what is that? Oh my god! I filmed. It's not really like thrilling content, but I'm gonna turn this to public. Public right there. I did the expungement case. I just turned it public for everyone to watch. With Dan and Hatchie when we did the expungement case. So I just turned that public so anybody can watch it. I had it as members only for about 3 or 4 days. But I need to start posting more member stuff. Make y'all get something for what y'all give. For the generosity. Okay, I'm not using yeast for... Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm using yeast for cheese. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using yeast and cheese. And let's see. Stock was... I wanted... How much salt do I have? 269, so I can take 100 yeast out and be safe. I'm trying to get my stock. I'm just managing stock right now. But yeah, broccoli, that's gonna be funny when that comes in the city. I'm gonna give him milk, and then I'm gonna give him broccoli and say, I know you love these so much. Grapes can go down here. Water can go down here. Oh, this water can go. I don't know why I do this, but like it has to be in numerical order. Pop that right there. Okay. Alright, I'm good on food right now. She closed the restaurant, right? Like, she doesn't leave it open so no one can buy food. Oh, she did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope she's back there because if somebody needs food, they're not going to be able to buy it at the store. And if she's not there, then people are going to start starving and there's no ambulance on. There's no EMS on duty. Okay, so I got nuggets already. Yeah, 1 for 5. Okay. So the chicken... I'm doing the math. I have to monitor this because I want the raw chicken and I want the raw nuggets. Potatoes are good for me. I can make Oh, sorry, everyone. 40 mustard would be, I want to say the mustard machine, that's farms. I want to say the mustard machine is 5 to 1. Yes, 5 to 1. Oh, I need mustard seeds? That's great. That's great. Because I thought it was just oil at first. So if I need 40, that's 8 mustard seeds. That way I can just turn it on and make it without having to worry about it overflowing. That used to be my #1 seller. Everybody used to be getting them up. Did I get those? Yes, I did. Okay. Duh. I'm sitting here thinking food oil equals mustard. I have mustard seeds. Okay. Feeding the world, everyone. Feeding the world. It took us a week to figure out how to actually do the lines. And I'm not gonna lie. The first original founder of the first farm was bought in Harmony. That was the very first farm bought. Then Eddie bought the other grapeseed farm, and then I bought this one. We all were trying to figure out how this worked. I had to go on YouTube with the name of the script to see how this worked. But when I found out and I came back in, the other guy who owned Harmony had figured it out. And it's not the PD. Well, I don't know. The PD, you're right. They kind of, yeah, it's up to the DOJ. They have their recommendation. But the reason I think they did that was because of Hatchie and Dan and who they hang around with. Like, the police know. You know, it's not... Since I'm done with this one, what I'm trying to do is clear up the production lines in case I need to make another one. I don't want to be close to... Actually, I could delete this one right now, but I'm not. I might need it. Okay, so I'm going to make 100 mustard. That should go quick, too. Those machines are both at 5, so... So this should be like one batch will take 5 seeds. So it should only be 10 minutes and the mustard will be done. Bang. And the potatoes are there. The chicken, the nuggets are nuggeting. I'm just gonna walk away. If I make all of it into chicken nuggets, then I can go put those on the trade market. I could, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Okay. I already have food oil. I was like, should I bring food oil up there? But food oil, I think, is also used in mayonnaise. Because I've had them call a couple of times offering food oil. But, okay, so I'm done the chicken. Chicken only has the chicken and the chicken nuggets. Pork has the sausage, bacon, and kebab. And beef has the patties and the kebab. So, I'm done with the chicken. Yeah, chicken's done. I probably will work on beef next. I'll probably buy the beef and the patty. Yeah, that probably would be the way to go, is beef, then patty, then pork slaughter, then maybe the kebab machine, that way I can use the pork. But bacon and sausage, then bacon probably, and then the bun machine for last. And I'll have 23 out of 25 machines. So if I sell the coffee machine and they introduce new machines, yeah, they can't give them out too much, yeah. Because then they can go get gun licenses, buy a ton of guns, and then go right back doing crime, and now they're harmed. So the police aren't... They're... Like, Jackson should not have a problem. He's not committed a crime since January. You know, that's not looking to repeat offend. But, you know, Dan's lucky he didn't get caught a few times. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to run. I mean, they raided Dan's house. You know, let me see. By the way, I need to see if Jackson is in. I need to see if 2 people are actually in the city. Actually, no, I don't need to see if Jackson's in. I need to see if this guy called about an expungement. Where is it? Was it really that far down? Yes, this person I need to actually... Jacob Harbo.
Your call is
Okay, so why I called him is now I can add him to contacts. He's looking for an expungement as well. Hello.
Hey, how you doing today?
Fine. Doing my farming stuff.
Yeah, what you making today?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. All right, well, that
Yep.
sounds good.
All right, well, have a nice day. I gotta go to the city to get some food.
That's fine.
Yep.
I gotta go find my truck.
Ah, okay, good
What's
luck with that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
What?
Pirate? Is it dressed like a pirate day?
It's Fantasy Friday.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Cool.
Some
All right.
people say why. I say why not.
Fuck yeah, I like that attitude.
Yep. All right. Well, you can track your vehicle, right?
So, you know that Echo lady? She and I were having a little fun. It got stuck, so I'm gonna get the tow truck and go get it.
Oh, okay. All right. Is she back at work? Because with her not at work, no one can eat.
Yeah, well, so I kind of died, and she took me to the hospital, and then we wrecked my truck, but she should be back now.
Okay. Because I see the restaurant's open. Hey, you need to go check. If you weren't at the debate last night, I put a summary up on Trendy.
Hey, you were awesome, because I wasn't around for that, so I really appreciate that. I'm sure other people will too.
Yep. All right. Well, you have yourself a great day. I got to go get food. I'm kind of low. A nice
Here, you want
one.
some? I'll
Good
give you
luck.
something.
Oh, what you got? Oh, really? You're
Shit,
just going to eat in
yeah,
front of
hey.
me?
Bro.
That's squeeze the tater, y'all. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Fuck. Nah, I see that. I still got another one I can give you. Hang on.
Okay. Where'd you get stuck at? That's a skateboard. I had one of those too. You haven't got yours done up yet?
No,
look at mine.
not yet. So here's the... Oh, nice. All right, there's
Yep.
a hot dog. You need a drink too?
No, I have milk.
Yum.
Yep, that's my new skateboard,
no,
y'all.
I got into some drugs yesterday, and it's still fucking with my head, so my muscles
Oh,
are a little
ow.
slow, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
where'd
Anyway,
your truck get
you go
stuck
do
at?
your farming. Oh, so Echo took me on what she called the Echo jump, and we got stuck.
Oh, that jump. Yeah. All right, well, good luck.
All
Have a
right,
good day.
holler if
Yep,
you need
I
any help
gotta
with
go.
anything.
No problem.
Yeah,
I gotta
I'll
go.
see.
Now I gotta go to Marina. All right, bye.
Later.
I remember I like yesterday I searched Redline RP and I'm looking for people that I'm not subscribed to. And I think it was his second or third stream. And I saw him and I was like, you know what? I am not subscribed. So I subscribed and I said, welcome to streaming, blah, blah, blah. And he got so excited. And so he was trying to find a way to meet me. So we finally met the other day and now we can talk. See, it happened. I told him, it's going to happen. It'll happen. You'll meet everyone. Eventually, you'll meet. Was the Roxwood Mechanic open or was it Los Santos? It was Roxwood. Okay. It's Bailey night. I think he was at the debate. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
So, you know.
Oh,
I feel
you
like, I
sound
feel like it
down.
could be better.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it makes me feel better.
What?
Dressing like a pirate.
I see. I like to dress
Yep.
up as a cow.
Oh, go dress up as a cow. I love cows. Joey loves cows. Just be careful he doesn't grab your udder.
Yeah, I don't offer that service.
Did you see the debate last night?
Nah, but I've been hearing that mechanics' wages may be going down, so you know.
I don't know.
I'm loving-
I put a summary on Trendy. You want to go watch that? It's pretty
Might have to.
accurate. Pretty accurate. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm gonna change into my cow outfit. Hey, what are you doing?
What's going on?
I'll be right back. You just want to see me naked, y'all.
I see.
See? But it's not Moo Moo Monday.
I think my cow outfit's better, to be honest.
This can't be.
Nah, it is.
No, mine's accurate.
Nah, mine's better.
Do you own cows?
No, I don't. I'm not that cool.
I do.
That sounds
See, that
cool.
one, I have a cow that kind of looks like that.
But it's just
call
not
it-
better than me, though.
Nah, I call the cow that looks like that, I call it Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Yeah. All my cows have people names.
Run me through some of their names.
Ah, you can go on Trendy and look. I've started putting my animals up there.
Oh. Fair enough.
The Farm Life Chronicles, you should watch them all. They're really good.
it-
High
Is it like your
production
own
value.
documentary?
Kinda. Just giving people an insight in the farm. I had the most popular Trendy, for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It was about Lester.
Hello?
Oh.
It's me.
See,
Okay,
this was
hang on.
February 2nd.
I'm making
that
fucking
was
chicken,
posted.
okay? Chicken tonight,
That-
not
Don't know how I should feel about that.
What do you mean?
It's just about
You
Lester,
might-
innit?
You might like it. It has 83 views, 12 likes, and a lot of comments.
Oh, well, I think I have seen that one actually.
Yep, the one where I'm chasing him in Grapeseed when he's running
Yep.
away.
Yeah.
Yep. But yep, my newest one, if you search the newest one I just did, that's my debate summary. Hello, everyone.
Okay, I
For
might,
those of you
might have
that
to,
missed
wa-
the debate,
might have to
I'm
give
gonna
it a little
you the
watch.
highlights. Called
This is
Debate
our
Update.
moderator,
Harry K. Yep, so who are you voting for? If you don't mind me asking.
To be honest, I don't even know anymore.
Like, I
Those-
thought I had a good idea at the debate, but then,
Yeah.
like, it just brought up more questions.
Debate update, yeah. This the one.
Yep, watch it. She was the first one to jump it. You are correct. Everybody tried and she did it. The potatoes were up there. The tomatoes would be the next one I'd put at the farmer's market. They're sought after now. I need to go through the emotes to find the perfect
Okay, I
emote.
see. So Dan just wants to be mayor, and then I already forgot the other person. No, wait. Seth wants to be mayor, and then Dan ain't speaking pretty much, and it's just a front so Bucket can be mayor.
Well, I'll be honest. Bucket and Seth got into it last night, and it was quite entertaining.
Oh,
Yeah. If you can find somebody who was filming it, I mean, it might not be worth it to watch all of it, but some things, yeah, toward the end, when Seth got mad and Bucket got mad, it became quite entertaining. And then someone called Ralph a leprechaun because his hair's green.
oh, oh yeah, I have seen that.
I did that. That was me. I told him, sit your leprechaun head
Seems like
down.
Mayor, the candidate Seth Brooks is actually not a puppet for his party. Sammy
Yeah,
West.
but look who wrote that.
What, Sammy West?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I've not seen that guy in ages.
I know. I don't know. I'm basically, for me, it comes down to Bucket versus Mac.
Basically for me, it comes down who is going to be paying me more in this mechanic shop. I feel.
Well, it wasn't that they were belittling the mechanics. It wasn't that they were saying they were
Oh
paying
yeah,
less.
I heard this. Aren't they saying we're lazy fucks?
No, that's not what they meant. What they were trying to say was, and don't take this the wrong way, because there's a bit of truth to it, that there's more involved in cooking at the restaurant than there is at the mechanic shop.
So you're just calling me a lazy
Why?
fuck.
Because they have to come to me to get ingredients. Imagine if you had to go to the scrapyard and collect all the material to make your parts.
I already make fucking Sean money working here.
I know, but I'm saying, they're not saying that's not what they were saying. What they're saying is that people don't appreciate the restaurant workers like they appreciate the mechanic.
I just won't work on their cars.
Well, I
Fuck
mean, you
suck.
do an important service, and so do they. Y'all are both equal in my eyes. Y'all should be paid what y'all are worth.
Thank you. I think the PD get paid too much for the
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
sit in the gym.
If they go to the gym, they should have to clock off. We shouldn't be having to pay
I
for them to
agree.
work out. Well, Bucket's gonna be handling that. You could talk to him and maybe suggest that.
Might have to. I mean,
See,
I wish I had a gym here.
For me, it's like I had Dan and Seth. I can't tell you who won. But it's basically Mac is on Seth's team and I love Mac. But then Hatchie is on Dan's team and Bucket's on Dan's team. And while I might be mad at Bucket, I'm not going to take my anger out on the city. So it basically comes down to Hatchie versus Mac. And
Well,
I don't know which one.
uh.
Mac buys a lot of stuff from me, so that might sway my decision.
Surely they will just lower restaurant workers' wage as well.
I don't know.
Because, yeah, they might not want to pay mechanics and PD more or less, or they want to pay them less. But if more people just clock on for restaurants, they should be losing more money.
Well, the whole point is that restaurants have an expense that y'all don't. Y'all
No,
buy the
that's true.
parts. Y'all buy the parts from the computer. Well, they can't do that anymore. They have to get it from me.
So you must be making some money then.
You would think, but how often do you see restaurants open?
Never.
Exactly.
much.
I mean, right now, Echo is working alone at Bob's.
No,
I only
don't
know
think she is
that.
anymore.
Okay, only reason I knew that was because she ordered potatoes from me.
I will also say, I know people don't actually open restaurants by themselves just because there's people in like EMS, they come through and they order like food for 12 people
You're right about the
and all
yeah.
that, and it's like they don't want to
Okay,
have
hold
to,
on.
because they prep some food before and then it's just all gone when they come in. And then they
Yep,
have to work it
Mr.
all on
One
their
and
own.
Lonely, they
so-
opened up a farmer's market that they can do just that. But we're still working on that. Well, I mean, I'm gonna change it because I don't want you to get offended. But if PD are gonna get free apartments, then why isn't EMS? Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Hi, Carrot
Doing
Top.
alright.
Thanks.
You need to put on the outfit. One of us.
Thank you.
One of us.
I don't know about that one.
Hey man, cows get mad respecting this city.
I can see that. I respect you guys, so I can agree
Thank
with that.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go
You're
change.
welcome.
Alrighty.
I don't know who that is, but I'm interested to find out.
So I got this thing from Tolstoy, and I'm not sure what to do with it, and I'm pretty sure it's boosting related. Do you know anything about it?
What's the item?
What's it called?
I guess it's a program. It's literally boosting.exe. So I'm assuming it's a program that can be
Oh.
downloaded.
Yeah, I assume it is for boosting then.
I would assume so too with the name.
I mean,
Yeah,
would the
maybe.
guy at Bet buy it? I don't know. At Bet? You know what? Hold on. Let me make a call. I might have someone who will buy it. We'll call Echo, because I know they're looking for boosting. Ralph told me that on the way to the debate last night. He asked if I did parcels, and I did parcels, and I was like, no. He's like, oh, okay, making boosts and stuff. Like he's Ralph brags, y'all, a lot.
Oh,
Hey, I have a dumb question. I have somebody asking me how much a boost EXE sells for. Do you know?
no, but it's probably a good amount.
Okay, is Bucket in the city?
I don't. Let me check on radio.
Okay.
Hello? He's not on radio, so I don't think so.
Okay. All right. If you need, I don't know if you can use the farmer's market, but if you need coffee beans, I put a lot up there.
Is it at your farm?
No, it's at the farmer's market in Roxwood.
Oh, in Roxwood. Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna call Bucket. I might have my problems with Bucket, but I'm not gonna. No, he's not in the city.
Be a different way to use it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, she didn't know.
No, that's okay. I appreciate you for asking.
But the only reason I know about the Bet guy was because I bought a van from him.
Was it a good van?
I sold it to somebody and bought a burrito.
Fair. Burritos are
Yeah,
good
burrito
things. I
has
like
more
burritos.
storage. So are you new to the city?
Not necessarily. I just kind of been on hiatus for a bit, so I kind of just came back from a long vacation.
Oh, okay.
Not like the bad vacation, like a genuine vacation. And I
Alright,
just woke
hey,
up
pull
a
your
little
phone
bit
out
more
for a
often.
second. Pull your phone out for a second. There you go. Okay, look. I can help you with the legal side of things. I'm also a lawyer. So if you ever get in trouble,
That's good to know.
yep.
hope I
But
don't
if you
get
have
in
any
trouble, but-
questions, if you ever have any questions about any kind of thing, just let me know. I can try to help
Yeah,
you
I
with the new
appreciate it.
stuff.
Gotcha, I
And,
appreciate that. Thank you.
This is Mr. Moo. He's a mechanic.
Yep, that's me.
Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Hey, La.
He can't show his face. If you notice, he does not have his udders got clipped when he was very young, so he hides his face in shame.
You know, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just we were talking about the mayor's race.
Oh, how's that going?
I put up on, if you go on Trendy, I put up a video. She liked her own video. I put up a debate summary, basically. My name is Aria. Mr. Moo here.
You sure don't
Had
want
she
to
liked-
doing sounds with
Had she liked the video that I sent of her, I called her a heifer. I was talking about the cow, not actually had she. Okay, I mentioned that last night too. The new players could be given a little apartment like PD. They did that in 1.8. You would get an apartment over across the way. But yeah, no, there's really not much doing right now. So I just came up here to, I'm asking people's opinion about who they're voting for, because I'm not sure.
Whoever can lower the prices on vehicles and dealerships, I'll go with them.
They're both promising that, so.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't
goddamn,
think-
they're high.
honestly, I only think one side would actually try to follow through on that, though.
Which side do you think that is?
I can't sway the vote, but he has 4 people instead of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, 'cause I've been seeing a lot of the posters on
They
Trump,
have
so-
Yeah,
I
but
can-
in
I could take a
1.8,
I could take a solid guess.
in
I've also been
1.8, you
hearing
got a
some
free
things
apartment
about
up here in
he's kinda
Roxwood. But there wasn't
not
as much to do
intentionally,
in
but
Roxwood back
accidentally
then.
eavesdropping on other people's conversations.
You know, and it was like a one
What
room
you been picking up?
nothing. And it was a shared
Nothing too
apartment as
crazy.
well.
I've heard some not so good things about Seth, so that's all I know.
The only thing with Seth is he's quick to get mad.
And I don't think that if that's the case, I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, he does have focused anger. He's not like, he doesn't get mad at everything. He only gets mad at the one thing. So that is kind of a plus. You know, he won't spill into other areas.
Yeah, that's at least a good thing for the most part, because that means if
But,
he gets mad, that means he cares in a sense.
Yeah, my whole thing is I want a government that's actually not going to be sleeping all the time.
I can understand that for sure.
Like this current government, you have like a 2-hour window. That's it.
Every day or like once a week?
Every day. Like 2 hours.
Yeah, I will say I've actually never seen any of the government like parties.
Yeah,
for
the rebel news. Yeah.
probably like 2 or 3 weeks.
I only heard
Well-
of them when they first was trying to enforce it. I never seen
Yeah,
it.
the deputy mayor hasn't been in the city for a good long while, and the current mayor, let's just say he won't be in the city for a little bit. But Seth is actually the government right now. Seth is actually the mayor, deputy mayor, liaison, pretty much everything.
Huh.
Yeah,
So,
it's him
in
just
my
acting as the
opinion-
mayor.
Would you say if Seth got elected, we would just have more of the same right now?
I'd assume so, but I assume he would try and lower car prices and do some of his promises, but I doubt they'd stick for that long. Because
I
they'll
don't
probably
know.
realise they're not getting that much money.
Yeah, they lowered the price of alcohol, and alcohol was keeping the city afloat for a while. And I don't understand.
why
I mean,
they
I do
would
understand. We
lower
just
the
made
price on
so
that.
much. We made
No,
so much money off of it that it was destroying the economy.
It's kind of a weird change in my opinion. See the reason to
Well.
lower prices for something like that.
Well, I know that one person, one farm he made like $4 million in one day.
Yeah, damn.
So
Well,
yeah, that's
what?
why I think that you keep that up, that destroys the economy.
For sure.
But y'all gentlemen have a nice day. Good luck in your future endeavors. All right, Mr. Moo, you have a good day. I will see
You
y'all
too.
later. I'm off to poll more people to see how they're voting. Bye bye.
luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
I know Maka's not voting. Echo, I should go ask her how she's voting. But oh, she's not at the restaurant anymore. Alright. I wanted to see if that was night, but that was not night. Let's go to sit. Rebel News is actually in GTA. It's the Sandy Shores radio station. You had Weasel News in the city and Rebel News up in the Sandy Shores. So it's good that they're actually using lore-friendly stuff. Do I still have my hip walk on, or do I have the normal walk? Like, the walks are... Yeah, I have the normal walk. Okay. It changes. Right, I doubt anyone's in Legion, but you never know. Cops, ambulance. Yeah, I'm kind of interested, though, to see if Echo can use the farmer's market. You know? Because technically she does own the business, but it's not classified as a restaurant. Like, she has to buy her ingredients from Bob or another restaurant. But if she can buy them from the farmer's market, then, you know, honestly, that might not be a good thing, because then she's getting it for the same price as them. But I don't know how much Bob, or they were selling the beans for anyway. I know, she was getting her beans from Riley. But I mean, if, like, right now, if I had to log off and she needed them, she wouldn't be able to get them. But if she can go to the farmer's market, she can. I tested this last night off stream. I can put alcohol in the farmer's market. So if Ralph wanted to, like, do the pub He could actually buy. He could, I don't know if he can buy from the farmer's market, but we could put it there for him to buy. I'll play a quick game of pool. Just to have, just something to do while I'm thinking. Okay, I have 28 people, it says. I want at least 5 people to answer. If you had to vote right now in Redline, who would you vote for? Hi, Neil. Neil Osborne. If you had to vote right now in Redline, who would you be voting for? Oh, I thought that was gonna go in. I thought I had the angle on it. I want 5 answers. I should have put a poll up. You know what? Let me try that. Let me try that before y'all answer. Start a poll. That way everyone... I don't know if I did that right. Hopefully I did. I can't see the results. Why can't I see the results? Alright, I'm trying it. I'm trying it, though. Dan's got 100% right now. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, leave that open. Oh, I hit the wrong ball. I thought that was the one. Go in the hole. There. Yep, did I scratch? No. I think one person's voted. I don't know how to do the polls and stuff, so we're just testing stuff out today. Y'all are helping me out. So far, it says Dan 100%. But let me see if I click on the poll. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 4 votes, Dan. I had a feeling that's how this was gonna go. Uh-oh, I'm about to scratch. Yep. Okay, now I know how to do that. I'll leave that on there for a few minutes, because I want to see. This is the first poll I've ever done. We're gonna see what happens. I just shot the shoot right there. I'm trying to figure out the inner workings of YouTube. Don't feel bad if this is how y'all feel. That's how y'all feel. Like, we want that. I want to know. Because I'm still... Like, I wasn't this undecided in the first election. In the first election, I knew who I was voting for. Especially after the debate. Wow, I didn't hit any balls in that one. That'd be considered a scratch in 9-ball. Since I didn't actually hit the ball. These angles. It's probably me. It's probably I'm paying attention to something else. There we go. Ooh, 2. Oh, that was great. That was not planned. That definitely was not planned, though. Let's see, I'm gonna hit this ball. It's gonna hit the 4 ball in the pocket. Nope. 2 ball in the pocket, though. We'll see. I'll leave that up for a few minutes with the new people. But, yeah, honestly, y'all, I don't think it matters. I think Dan's winning. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think Dan has this. I want it to be close, but I think Dan's got it. And it's sad, too, because all it has to do... Am I cleaning the table? Cleaning? No. It doesn't have the speed to get up top. The thing is that Seth might do a good job, but too many people are associating him with the current mayor. You know? That's the thing. Good day, Michael. Hello, welcome. Too many people are associating him with the mayor right now. Like, and that's got him in a down bad. Like, nobody's like, this is Seth running, not... We're all sitting here saying it's Seth and Harry. Oh, 3 balls, but I think the cue ball went in. It did. Oh. There we go. Let's see. Do I hit the 14 or do I hit the cue? I don't know. Like, I heard something go in. But, I think I'm probably gonna vote for Dan. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I love Mac, it's just, I don't know RJ that much, right? He wants to get to know me. Hey, I'm down. I'm down. But, I know Seth, and Seth, while now he's, at first, when we were in the government, he would not give me the time of day. Right? He wouldn't ignore me, but he would just be like, he can't be bothered. And he told me that too one time. I can't be bothered. So I remember that. You know, like the old Telltale games. Arya will remember that. This is gonna scratch. Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, it went in. But, I probably think I'm gonna vote for Dan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still gonna talk to people. I still want to talk. I still want to, you know, get what they're feeling. Says history is not good. Police corruption. Yeah. Still the current case on the roll. Mac is nice, but only available 4 times a month. She's trying to be in. You know what, though? I do believe that if she was involved in the government, she would be flying in more. I do believe that. Is that if she was involved in the government, she'd be flying in a lot more. But is that a reason to vote? No. I think I'm gonna go with Dan for the simple fact he's in the city. You know, him and Hatchie are in the city. If I'd have hit that softly, that probably would have went in. Probably because I hit it too hard. But, you know, honestly, it's probably gonna be Dan. I can see Ralph in the voter booth. Alright, first person that sends me 50 gifted, I'll vote the way you want. I can totally see that. I think it's funny. I'm not making fun of him. I think it's friggin' hilarious. But yeah, it's just, what's best for the city? Alright, I'm gonna end the poll. Let's see what it said. The poll is Dan 100%. 100%. 9 people. Seth, I think there's your answer. You know, I thought it would be close. But yeah, I honestly probably is gonna be for Dan. Now, see, I wonder though, like, are they gonna try to mess the vote up? Like, are they gonna try to fix the election? I think I want to see what Dan's gonna do. That's my thing. If I hit it that way, it's gonna go that way. If I hit it that way, okay, this probably won't work, but oh, it did, okay. Getting the angle sometimes is the problem. Like, you think, okay, if I hit it like this, it's not gonna go in. If I hit it like this, no. If I hit it like this, yes, but, like, this is not gonna go in. But the angle is, there's no way to put the angle on it that I want it to hit. Or if there is, I'd be here for like 20 minutes. But I think Mac would take it seriously. I don't know about RJ, and that's because I don't know RJ. Ooh, I thought that was gonna scratch. It's hanging on. A breath would have, look at that. A breath would have caused that ball to go in. But, Bucket made the best point that he is always in the city, which is a truth. That I'll give him. He's not in right now, but, you know, he can't be in all day, every day. Hatchie's in right now, which probably means Dan is in. The only thing I had the problem with last night is that Dan let Bucket talk an awful lot. So it kind of seems like it's Bucket's ideas and not Dan's. But, you know, that could be the winning strategy. You know? That could easily be the winning strategy. Yeah, if you're in the government and you, have the ability to, I definitely believe you should do something. But I get what he's saying though. You know, Harry did, I'm not going to say tyrannical, right? But Harry governed a lot like Bush governed, if you get my drift. But see, here's the thing. The reason it's so hard for me is that Harry did not do anything wrong to me. Harry did not do anything wrong to me. He was always really good to me. So, while I know Seth isn't Harry, the current administration, in my eyes, treated Arya right. You know? That's the problem. Okay, so I need to start planning for this event I want to throw. So for those who are new, I want to throw a fashion show after the election, and I'm going to set it here, and hopefully I can do it at night. I don't know if I can talk to one of the admins and maybe get it nighttime for just this event, because I know they lock it into the day sometimes, but look how pretty this looks at night. I want to throw a fashion show right here. I want to have as many people as I can, and I'm going to give away 100K as a first place prize, and my farm is doing it. I don't want any other sponsors. I will allow other people to sell their products here if they want to. I'm going to tell Echo if she wants to do her coffee, since her coffee shop's across the street. You know? But I want to pay for the food. You know, they can sell if they want, but I kind of want to have food paid for. And I kind of want to throw events, maybe not weekly, because I have to get that money back, right? It's 200K I'd be putting up, or at least 175. That's a lot of alcohol. So maybe one event a month with a prize like that. I already have 3 events, by the way. I already know I could give away, a car, you know, put a car on finance and then, just pay it off, make a thing of alcohol, you know, get the money to pay off the daily thing. You know, just go make 50 alcohol every day. It's not that hard. I can do the wine pretty easily. And one prize could be a car. You know, stuff like that to get people invested in coming into the city, except for just like 20 minutes to do something and then leave. No. I want to have like interactive stuff. I want the interactions. Very big on interaction. But like they added a new B-class car, but nobody knows what it is. Like nobody knows what car it is, or if they do, they're not telling, because I've heard so many people say they've added a new B-class, but I don't know what it is. So let's go see. I've looked at these cars an awful lot. B-class, I really haven't, though. That's the thing. See, that's the issue. I really haven't. My opinion, to how the car pricing, anyway, is C-class, unless it's a storage vehicle, should be maybe anywhere from 75 to 150K. Unless it's a storage vehicle, then it's going to be expensive. But like, storage is not that good. Evron has a good storage. This doesn't. And this doesn't. So I would say 100K for these 3. Maybe this one would be more because a lot of people are buying this one. But these 2, I'd say probably just either 75 for this one, 100 for this one. This one, I'd probably put it like 150, maybe 200. B classes, like these, they only go max of 115. I'd say probably maybe 150 to 250. I think that's the one they added. I don't ever remember seeing a truck like this. It's got horrible storage for a truck, though. See, this one, I just don't like how this looks. I love the Evron. It's my favorite truck in GTA Online. But this one, something about it doesn't do it for me. It might be. No, this one was here before. That's the one you can make into the space car. It might be that one. It might be this one. It might be like... It might actually be this one. Because I don't remember knowing another truck that was in there. Cody. But then they have this one. This might be the new one. You could do a plushie auction. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. At the fashion show, I could put, other vendors can come if they want to sell stuff. That would actually promote the business. But see, I would buy, like... let me see this. No, I wouldn't want that one. No. It would have to be one in stock. That's the problem. This one I could buy, and the reason I'm saying this one is 4-door. A lot of people are now looking for 4 doors. Hold on. Sorry, my patient needed help getting up. Okay, but maybe not from this dealership, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting ass flat, but... Like, get a nice 4-door, something that's, decent. Because a lot of people are now getting into the 4 doors. But, buy a car, like, 400 something, pay it off, use the alcohol, just go... Hell, I can fish. That's how I paid off the ZR350. That thing got paid off by fishing. Just make, just fish or do enough alcohol to make the payment for the next day. Or, talk to the people that up in Adam, make like 600 alcohol and just have enough money to buy outright. I don't know what car, like, it would definitely be one that no one's bought. It'd be like one that's always been in stock. Do a motorcycle. Thinking about that now. I don't think I can go this way. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I'm glad the cops aren't here. Let's see. Like, give away a motorbike. I thought about buying that the other day, and I almost did, and I was like, I can't do $650. But, like, see, I give away one of these, like, a classic bike. It's a bike. I'm not going to give away this one. People aren't going to want that. But, like, these bikes, all of them go the same speed, so it's not, like, an issue of... And then I could paint them green, just to start out with, because my hair. Green is associated with me and Hardy. Which I'll gladly share. Hell, I don't want people to be like green hair that's Arya. No. Be like green hair, who, Hardy or Arya? I'm not trying to take away from his RP. But that could be an idea. That's what I was going to do. In another city, I don't play in this one anymore. It shut down. I owned a mechanic shop. Like I was the owner operator. There wasn't enough people to have like a staff. There was only like maybe 10 to 11 people coming in every night. And, but my plan was when we did like a city grand opening, which never happened because the owner had health problems. But I wanted to give a car away. I wanted to have a car ready to go. And when I opened the business, it was going to be... Hello, Arya Bliss.
Hello, Arya. It's Oliver Smith.
Hi, Oliver.
Hi. So I don't know if I'm calling the right number for this, but what would it take to become a lawyer? Like after I expunge, is it easy or hard? Like how long is the training?
What's gonna happen is you go fill out an application at doj@redline.net. They will schedule a meeting with the judge, and he'll go over the legislation. He'll ask you a few questions randomly from what the legislation is for the judicial part of the city rules. And if you
Okay.
pass your background check, you get issued a lawyer's license and you can practice law.
Okay, so it is pretty easy.
Yeah, you have to know your law though. You have to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that if
but
you go to the
that's
city legislation, you're gonna have to know. You don't have to know police codes and all that, but you have to know the judicial side.
yeah. So basically, I just need to study.
Yes, if you know the law and you know
Okay.
how to apply it in proper situations, it's not a problem. But yeah, this is the right number to call. This is advice. But yes, once you get the expungement, you have to apply though. Don't just like run up to CJ or Rodney and go, I want to be a lawyer. You have to put an application in. There's a fee. I think it's 25,000, 30,000, I think, something like that. Now you're gonna have to
Okay.
pay that even if you fail the test.
Okay.
So you want to
And-
pass it the
and-
first time.
Okay, and if I fail it again, do I have to do another application or?
Yes. You have to wait. I think there's a 2-week period and then you can reapply.
Okay. Okay.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much for calling. Have a good day.
And thank you so much. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. The 2-week thing is not as much of a thing, but they don't want you just instantly applying again the second you fail. So, it's like when you get denied a Redline application, and I know this from experience, you have to wait a week before you can reapply. For anyone thinking about applying to Redline, I failed my first application. And then my second application, I went to the next step. Back then, the next step was having a verbal interview with a member of staff. I failed my first verbal interview. And I passed my second one. So if you get discouraged because your application got turned down, it happens a lot. It's not uncommon. You just take what you learned and you do it. And yes, in my opinion, it's worth it. I might bitch and moan a lot sometimes about the city, but in general, it is definitely worth it. It is definitely worth it. For as much as I moan and complain about certain things, everything else is great. It is worth it. I need to get gas. I'm not going to worry about going to Eddie's. I'll just get the gas right here. She only wants 805. That's not bad. Eddie wants, I think, like 25 cents less, or I think he wants like 785. Yes. Well, they told me, mine was not enough effort. And what I mean by that is they ask you questions like, general, it's like an interview. And I gave them straightforward answers. They were looking for like an explanation why you feel that way. Like when they say, what would your character add to the city? And you just write, or like, explain your character. So I put down, I'm just going to use a random example. This would be denied for the absurdity. I am a Cajun mutant who throws charged up playing cards. Okay? We all know who that is. So they're like, what would you bring to the city? And I just write, I am a great person. I think I'd be good. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for like, what would make your character stand out? Right? Like Arya. I did not apply with Arya, by the way. Arya did not apply. I didn't bring the deaf thing in. She came in after I was accepted. But had I applied with Arya, saying that she's going to be a deaf person and explain the entirety of, to talk to her, she has to see your mouth. She can't hear people with masks on or helmets. She has to be able to see your mouth to hear what you're saying. That's kind of something that's unique. No one had done it. That's what they're looking for. We're looking for, like, people who not think they're going to be a great addition because they've watched a lot of Redline, but can add part of the lore. Who can, like, who people want to know who you are, even if it's your first time streaming. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that you can add to the experience, that you can make everyone else's experience just a little bit better, that you're not just going to run around when people are saying hi to you and you're not talking back, you're ignoring people, you're just, you know, not being part of a community at all. Hello, Asi. But yes, they do give you feedback, and believe me, it's not malice at all. They're actually trying to help you. Like, don't take it as, you know, they said this about me. No, they're trying to help. The whitelisting staff, when it was around, they were all good. They were all good. Okay, let me see something real quickly. Dot, 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 okay. Ah, no wonder. Okay, I was wondering what happened, but now I know. Okay, unfortunately for y'all today, this is gonna have to be it. I'm ending a little early. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff I need to do, and I need to do it before like 1 or 2, and it's 11 right now. So I'm gonna send y'all over to Echo. I've never rated Echo before. She's live. I've never rated her. She's never been live when I am. So I'm gonna send y'all over to Echo. Most of y'all are probably already there, but Squeeze the Tater is also streaming, by the way, if anyone's interested. But I thank y'all for showing up today. I got a lot of stuff to take care of today. And I will see y'all later. If I can do it tonight, I've streamed the past 2 nights. If I can do it tonight, I will, but I'm not sure. It depends on the cooking schedule and how my patient's feeling, which she's having a very rough day today. Now, I also need to take care of that. Thank y'all very much for the donations. Thank y'all very much for the memberships. I do appreciate it. Believe me, it helps. It helps. It really does. But y'all go tell Echo I said hi, and have a nice day, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow, but maybe later today. All right, bye.